Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Suited and Booted. I'm your host, Jerogba. To my left.
Hey guys, Lord Marzi.
To my right.
Hi.
And
Number 10.
I think one and a half of us is sleep deprived. Food deprived. What's your deprivation?
Oh, I'm sleep deprived.
Oh, okay. So all three of us are sleep deprived.
I went to bed at 3 a.m.
Damn, manager mode must have been lit.
What are you doing?
I'm a night owl, bro.
You are. You're a night owl.
Like normal though for me.
Yeah, you're a night owl. I'm just a fucking fat
I
owl.
walk my dog at like 1 a.m, bro.
Yeah,
Do ya?
I understand that, bro. It's good. It's nice walking the dog
Yeah,
with no one
bro.
around, huh?
I got people in Brighton looking at me crossing the street and shit. Thinking, what the
Yeah,
fuck
because you
is this guy-
definitely have your hoodie on.
Yeah.
With a big dog.
Well, it's going to make so if someone sees me and they want to jack me, then they'll think twice.
Yeah.
Boys, I've got a bad update.
Oh, okay,
shit.
that's good stuff.
I've plateaued with my weight loss. So some changes need to be made.
Cuz that's normal, bro. That's part of the process.
Don't worry, man. We're here for the falls. I just noticed
You got it,
out
bro.
you for what you were just eating.
Yeah, I haven't eaten today, but yeah.
Nah,
His
but
brain's
bro, you're
brain's
gymming as well,
faster.
right?
Yeah.
So you're putting on muscle. Don't worry, cuz you're changing fat to muscle, bro.
Thanks, bro.
His breakfast was a pasta.
But what's your goal? What's your goal?
Weight-wise,
Yeah.
100.
Okay.
What do you? You don't want to.
106.
Oh, you
Bro,
can get that.
you could lose that. You could lose that in a month.
Yeah.
You could lose it in a day,
4 weeks,
really,
bro.
if you wanted to.
I mean, shit.
4 weeks, you could lose that.
Inshallah.
No, but the problem is if you're doing gym, bro.
I
you start putting
also,
on muscle.
I've done like heavy diets before, bro. If you're working out just a little bit, I'm talking like 15 minutes a day, and you eat well, like whatever you're doing, you can have one day where you can go Macca's every fucking meal,
The only reason
and it will not change your weight.
The only reason why I'm a little bit like is it's going to be interesting to see how I go in Perth. So, guys, we're recording this the day before I go to Perth. So, if updates happen, then we can't read the fucking future. But I'm going to, because I am going with two absolute fucking garbage guts. I'm going with two professional eaters, pause.
Yeah,
So, it's
just
going to be
skip a
interesting.
meal, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Just skip a meal. Don't go,
I'm thinking of going for like a little jog on the beach, nice weather.
bro. Do that shit and then enjoy the day and eat what you want. Bro.
Can I ask you, is it about weight or are you trying to turn your life around to a healthy angle?
It all ties in, I think, a little bit because if I lose the weight, I feel more comfortable in clothes. Summer's coming up. I feel more comfortable, like with my
Cock out.
Yeah, with my cock out. Like I feel, and obviously, if
You'll
I'm
see way more cock now.
way more, bro, I can see the knob now.
Right. Yep.
So
it's important.
Start.
So at least you know where you have to piss.
At least,
We're
yeah.
first 5 on YouTube,
Yeah.
so demonetized.
Yeah. But yeah, it's more just about, and then I think if I do drop weight, it's going to be less strain on my back, my fucking hips. Like I know I'll feel.
But can I ask you this though? Is your goal to get yourself to the place where you're doing those things but you hate doing them, or you get to a place where you're like, I enjoy being a healthy person now, and actually my whole week schedule changes.
Bro, I don't think I've fully ever hated it, and I haven't actually even cracked once to the point where I've had 1 or 2 days where I just binge eat. I haven't done it once. For some reason, I've just stuck to it. There's been days where like I've pushed the limits, but for the 99% of the time, I've stayed under my.
Because I think the thing is, like, if you're going through this health process, right, like you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to get fit and all this stuff, but the whole time you don't actually want to do it and you never get to a place where you're enjoying it and you always feel like you're having to, suppress urges and stuff like that, what's the point in even doing it? That sounds like so demotivating.
Yeah, my only
My point is a weight loss.
Yeah, my only knock is calorie counting for me is harder. I think there's better ways to do it and to be more efficient.
No,
in losing it.
In terms of losing weight, the fastest way is a calorie deficit.
Is it really?
Yeah, there's no, I've tried a lot of shit in the past. Some people have said, I've had people say, oh, don't eat carbs, don't eat fucking anything white, so white bread, white pasta, white rice. I've had all that shit. The only thing where I've genuinely been like, wow, I've dropped 10 kilos in fucking 6 weeks or whatever it's been, has been the calorie deficit. You know what the hard part's going to be? When I get to a weight and I just want to maintain.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. I guess my point is this, right?
It's working out.
When I was at the most unhealthy of my life, in other ways, not just eating food, but just an unhealthy person, right? The thing that changed for me was when I started to see being healthy as fun. Oh, how healthy can I be? It's mad when I go to the gym. It's mad when I eat healthy food. Look at all the vegetables on my plate. Look at all the chicken. Like, this is good. And then I eat an unhealthy meal. I feel disgusting. I feel like, oh, why do I do that to myself? Once, like, my perspective changed on the world of, like, I'm not being disciplined to be healthy. It's actually enjoyable to be healthy. Then it becomes super easy. But do you see yourself getting to that point, or are you going to drop the weight and then you're just going to be like, having to have this strict regime for yourself to keep it off always? You know?
I'm slowly starting to.
Why am I so slouched?
I'm slowly starting to embrace it, like because I probably look better, I feel better. It's like, okay, then I'm gonna it's obviously a good thing, so I'm starting to enjoy it. I'm not doing it perfectly. I never was going to, because I'm just not that type of guy. In terms of like, oh, I got to get this amount of vegetables, I got to get this amount of protein, blah 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 blah.
That's another level of extreme, you know.
That's another level. So I'm just trying to take it like,
it's psychopathic.
I still have things I enjoy, like I do. It's just way less. And like for instance, last night on the way home, I got a grilled chicken burger, and I felt like shit after it.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay,
so that's good. That's a change.
I haven't been having violent shits and all that.
Yeah, because
they've been like pretty wholesome.
Wholesome. You were in the toilet at Heidelberg for 45 minutes the other night.
Yep. And what did we eat that day? Andrew's hamburgers.
That's a good thing, bro. That means your body's changing, because remember, like, what do you mean? Maybe 6 months ago, you told me your daily eating, and it was like you had like a hot dog at 11 a.m. Then you went to KFC. Like, do you remember this conversation?
It was fucking living, bro. If you ask me,
how do you even function with that food? And you're like, oh.
Yeah, my body was used to it.
You just fist bumped the microphone.
Sorry, mate. I just go fuck myself.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, and you were like, yeah. But
you made me laugh.
But that's good. Now, if you eat bad, you feel the punishment from the food. That's good.
Yeah, and I think the aim in Perth is to enjoy it, because it is a little bit of a holiday. But at the same time, like, I want to balance it out. So I've already said to my brother and shit, like, I'm going to go shopping for breakfast and lunch, and then for dinner I can indulge a bit.
Yeah, you are mentally fucked when it comes to Perth, aren't you? The fact that you've had to have a strategy means you can't say no. Oh, worry, bro. I know the mentality. I can hear it.
But I'm just with two fat cunts.
Yeah, you are. You're fucked already, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be honest.
With two guys that can eat.
I hope you realise.
I'm with two guys that can eat a family burger box on their own.
But how
What's in a family burger box, bro?
Like 4 burgers, 4 chips.
Bro, do you know how much that is, bro? That's like 2 Big Macs, 2 cheeseburgers, a 10-pack of nuggets, 4 chips, and 4 drinks.
Yeah, my cousin and my brother.
Are they influencers as well? Not as in content creators, but do they?
Yeah, they're professional eaters.
Do they push food onto you?
No.
They're like gonna be like, come on, bro, don't. You're all healthy now. You're not gonna have a family box with me.
It's gonna sound crazy. And he's not even that fat. But my cousin is the area manager for Anytime Fitness. He's the reason I go to gym, because he got me a good deal.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, right. So he's never gonna be the type to be like, but he will.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
you met him. But anyway, enough about my fucking body.
Hey, should we touch on armor?
Yes. So, firstly, I want to thank everyone for reaching out. We've had a lot of people reach out and say they're interested in Armadura, which is great. But yeah, again, we are sponsored by the beautiful people over at Armadura. We have merch from them coming very, very soon for you guys. And in terms of what they can provide for you, your club, your academy, whatever, Jake's got it on right now.
Yeah, I mean, what apparel brand
You're not.
across the NPL is getting this vibe going, bro.
Yeah.
I look like I'm from Mozambique, bro.
Yeah.
I look like I'm ready to play in the right wing and just razzle dazzle all day. This is just for a bit of fun. They did this. So, it's almost like this tech fleece. I don't even know. It feels like, honestly, what I got when I used to go on trial in England.
Yeah, training.
Yeah,
clothes.
like it's almost like a skin, but it keeps you warm.
I think the good thing about Armadura is that the guy that runs it, Nick, he is a fashion designer. And when it comes to customizing for your club's style, that aesthetic that you want, you can get anything. You can get the retro look. You can get the ultra modern look. You can go simple. You can go completely left field.
Sorry to interject. He's also heavily involved in local soccer.
Yeah.
So he understands the garments of what people like.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the head coach of Brunswick.
He was one a few penalties off being in the NPL.
Yeah.
And also I think it's worth noting he studied fashion, and his beloved ethnic parents said that's not a real job. Go be an accountant. So he's brought the passion back. But we love working with them. We love wearing their stuff, and they are getting a lot of interest, which is awesome.
Like we said, guys, if you are a new football club and you are looking for new gear, stop being swagless, stop looking crap when you step out on the pitch, head to Armadura or message one of us as well. We can put you in contact. But they've got everything you need. On field, off field, your club will look the best in the league if you decide to partner with Armadura.
Facts.
Yeah, can they reach out to us if they've got any questions on it?
Of course.
Yeah. Suited and booted
People have been.
TV@gmail.com.
Yep, email
Yes, sir.
us, and we can get you guys started on that process. But we already have a few clubs toiling, which is great.
Toiling, what a word.
Toileting.
Yeah,
He was toiling in the midfield.
yeah, he was toiling in the midfield,
Toiling on that.
twirling on that, and yeah, man,
Bro.
that's
Bro, sometimes I miss the tiny things that little time. Twirling on that. Did you capture that?
Of course I did.
Oh, okay.
These have been happening for years since we started. It took me a while to catch on to them.
Yeah, you fucked him.
yeah, I know.
He's gone, bro.
Nah.
Nah, now he's a bit of a
Nah, I'm
trans-
still here. You have to tell people he's still here.
Hey, we got a special ep today, man.
We do have a special episode. We are going very heavy on A-Liga.
A-Liga is back.
What's crazy to me is this is the A-League website and it's got Melbourne Victory marketing their football centres at the top of the screen. How does that work?
Man, got to get it in where you
weird,
can. Got it. That's bias.
Surely that's bias.
So, look, guys, I know we spoke about the A-League and maybe the lack of promo and especially from Rash's point of view, the output from certain clubs in the lead up to this season. So we're going to do our part this episode. This is being recorded on Wednesday, the 8th of October, a week before the A-League starts. And we were saying on the last episode, man, in terms of storylines, in terms of major signings, it's been a quiet season, a quiet preseason, I should say, for most A-League clubs. What I feel is sort of normal across the board is that a lot of clubs are just trying to quietly rebuild. Some of the stars are leaving. You know, for instance, Douglas Costa couldn't be fucked coming back from Brazil.
Yeah, I think he's got some issues over there.
Yeah, also couldn't be fucked.
He's fucked either way.
Yep. Obviously, Western United folding, even though they finished third last year, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine a team finishing third in the Premier League and folding. Insane. So a lot of clubs are trying to rebuild. Sydney had a really poor season by their standards. They'll be looking to go in a different direction. Maybe not as much star power, more smart signings. City are always around. Victory have gone quite youthful, I would say, bringing back some players from Europe. They got a handful that have come back from Europe that are trying to, reboot their careers, I guess. Some clubs struggling heavy, some doing well on the promo side of things. So what we're going to do is, the first thing we'll do is we'll look at each club and the major ins and outs. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to go through them now for
I
you
think
guys.
just one thing before you start, Trim, the one thing that's actually pivoted this year, I know everyone said the league's gone young, but I felt the last couple of years, the big teams, Sydney's victories, I throw Auckland in there, even Western Sydney to an extent, they hadn't gone young.
Yeah, not young enough.
Yeah.
Pause.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on,
Dark
bro.
waters,
I don't know, bro.
What the fuck?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
whatever.
Okay. Anywho, so they hadn't gone young. Like Sydney had like a team full of men. Pause.
They had 5 guys.
Melbourne Victory.
We're seriously so fucked.
Nah,
we
it's so
we
bad.
can't even get through
He
a
went
sentence,
into a
bro.
place that didn't need to
so
go
bad.
there,
We-
bro.
All right.
So bad.
I
so
feel like
bad.
I'm making an important point
I
here.
know.
Gone to
Enough.
a level of immaturity.
No,
No more
yeah.
pausing for the rest of the
Yeah, no more pausing. Sorry,
No,
sorry.
just for this
Like,
ep.
why am I saying sorry? It was him.
Just for the ep. Just for this ep.
Yeah, anywho. So anyway, Auckland have gone from men to little boys. No, I'm just fucking with you. Anywho. All right. Nah, seriously. Seriously, yeah. We're gonna be rattled. Fuck.
Okay, so
Heads gone. Hey, we haven't had a heads gone pod for a while.
Oh, this is not the pod to have a heads gone pod.
This is
a fucking season preview.
That's our most structured
don't ever
pod
fucking
ever.
don't ever fucking call us journalists. Look what we're doing.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, so Auckland have signed younger players.
No, I'm joking. Auckland,
Okay.
that was just a one
Yeah,
line.
right.
But the big teams, Melbourne Victory, Sydney FC, have gone young
Yeah.
for the first time.
Rash.
They've gone for like. They've gone.
Rash,
I
man.
got him.
You can't tell me off their laugh.
So you just fucking-
They've gone for youth.
You have absolutely.
They've gone for youth. Is
yeah.
that more? Does that not get you?
Yeah. Just fucked it. I fucked
Yeah.
it.
So I think that's a big shift in the league for me when the bigger teams like Sydney have lost star power
Yep.
and starting 11 players, and same with Melbourne Victory, and have replaced it with guys that either haven't played professional football or very early in their career.
So I'm going to quickly try run through each club. I'm not going to say every signing. I'm going to pretty much read out the ones that stick out to me, and then the boys can give their valued opinions on it. So Adelaide United, a big in for them, and one of the biggest ins in the league for me is Craig Goodwin.
Yeah, that's huge.
He is, I've said this before, he is one of the best dead ball specialists I've seen ever from Australia.
Yeah.
I think he is fantastic. Obviously, he's got so much experience. He knows the league. He's an Adelaide legend, and I think it makes complete sense for him to come back.
What's that? Kombutianis just entered the chat.
Oh, did he? Oh, no.
You said
Oh,
the best
no.
free kick
Now
taker
he
you've ever
finally
seen.
replies.
Yeah, Kombutianis has that in his Instagram. Best free kick taker in Australia. I think, you know what, Craig Goodwin, I think he had, I didn't see the article, but someone told me he come out and said he had like this really bad foot injury for like the last few years.
Yeah, I saw
But
that.
I think with Craig Goodwin, you can almost safely say he'll get you 10 points a season.
Easily.
Off his own boot.
Easily.
Whether it's through assists, goals, he's just, his influence is unbelievable, and he's a marquee player in the league. I'm a little bit concerned though for Adelaide going into this season.
People
I
have
can't
been
lie.
saying that.
Well, if you just think about it, like I know we'll go into some of their ins, but they've lost their three main leaders in the change rooms.
Yes.
Isaias,
Yes.
Javi Lopez, and then Stefan Malk was captain.
They've also lost Zach Clough and Ryan Tunnicliffe.
Yep. Jordan Elsey.
Jordan Elsey.
Yeah.
Yep.
So a huge part of change there, but they've also brought in, like they've upgraded heaps of players from their like scholarship contracts that were in their youth. So they've kind of replaced the experience with some youngsters as well.
So they've also signed a player, Juan Muñiz. He's played in Spain, Greece, Malaysia. He's won 7 trophies. He's a 10. So
Is that the Espanol one?
no, Jake was talking about Isaias.
No, is that the one from
Espanol.
Espanol? And
Can we check where Juan Muniz, the teams he played for in Spain? Because usually when they
something like that?
when they say Spain, Greece,
that?
and stuff like that, for me that means they've played in like Division 2. Because otherwise you would say La Liga.
Yeah, I'm Juan Muniz. Where's he played here? Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, Sporting Gijon.
Guillon, yeah.
Yeah.
Sporting Gijon.
Also, as well, some Greek teams that I haven't heard of.
Oh, he's got the number 10 at Adelaide. He's gonna be nice. He played. Look, bro. If you play Spain under 17 and Spain under 19, you're gonna be tidy.
You'll be all right. Yeah.
No, you're definitely gonna be tidy.
33 though. 33. So it's gonna be
that's all right. A 10, you can be.
right.
I just have a point I want to make actually on Adelaide. They signed a Dutch goalkeeper. Did you see that?
A Dutch goalkeeper.
Yes, his name's Smits. They picked him up from the Dutch second division. I think it was Brad Jones's number 2 in Holland.
Rightio.
My point that I want to make here is, why do we need an import that's a goalkeeper in Australia?
He's 32.
Adelaide has produced Paul Izzo, Gauchi, Dalianov. I could keep going for Glekovic, you could say. But like young goalkeepers have come out of there. I don't see the one position Australia is good at is
Goalkeepers.
Goalkeepers, bro.
Yeah, I agree with that, to be honest. I agree with that.
Right. So we'll get onto the ladder predictions and stuff in a sec, but let's just get through these teams. So
And then also the Brazilian guy from Saudi Arabia, I think, played with Craig Goodwin.
Brazilian guy from Saudi Arabia.
And Selmo de Moraes.
Oh, and Selmo de Moraes. Right.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not going to act like I know who half these players are because guess what? Even you bastards with ball-itis don't even know who they are.
Well, yeah, the one player that I'd like to see have a big season this year, who I think is capable, would be Jovanovic.
Yes.
Young
Socceroo.
Yeah, young Socceroo. He's bagged a few goals. He's also played, like most of these guys that are in the under-20s teams, they've got a really good amount of games under their belt.
Dukali.
Yeah, I've got a feeling Jovanovic, he'll start every game if fit for Adelaide.
Auckland, who haven't made too many changes, obviously minor premiers. They have a few outs, though, that are very good players. Nader Moreno, Max Mata, Alex Paulson, Scott Galloway. But the ins... Ollie Sale comes in, Jake Girdwood-Reich. Yeah, I think they're going to keep the majority.
There, bros, if you want to look.
There's a
Lachlan Brook.
Wait, there's a better
And Sam Cosgrove.
Yes.
Let me find it. There's a better site that shows you the ins and outs.
No, it's this one, bro.
I actually think it's
Yeah,
a good thing that
that-
Auckland haven't changed their squad too much. I actually think it's a good thing.
For visibility. Oh, is it the same thing?
Hold on, Nick. Sorry, Rash.
Can you go up go out of the full squad?
Nick, go to.
Yeah, you're right. Go to where it says ins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nah, but that's
Sorry, Nick. Go to Google
Oh yeah, perfect. That's perfect. Yeah.
and type in A-League ins and outs 25-26.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah. Just sorry, I know we've gone into Auckland, but Rashid, I wanted to get your 2 cents on this.
Yeah, this one.
Adelaide, just to
Yeah.
go back quickly, their youth team coach is now their head coach.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
They were down 3-0 to Melbourne Victory at halftime last week. They lost 3-0 because I'm assuming everyone brought on the younger players and the backups.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you think that's going to play out? Because one thing is producing the factory that Adelaide is, a lot of youth talent, but now you're on the big stage and your squad has probably decreased slightly in quality.
Yeah, I think judging by their squad, he'll probably be good for what they need. Obviously, I don't know too much about him. When I looked him up, I saw that he coached the Australian beach soccer team.
That helps.
Anton Angioli coach the Australian beach soccer team.
That helps, especially if they play Central Coast away.
And that could be incorrect, but check the Wikipedia on that.
Okay. Can someone fact check if Anton Andrioli has told people, hey man, just build that triangle for the service a little bit higher
Andrioli.
just to get you more dip on the ball?
Did he?
But I think, I mean, for me, I think Adelaide needs to...
Oh my God, he did.
Hey, bro.
And before that, he was the Solomon Islands manager for 5 years.
Okay, that's concerning.
Ayrton.
But look, he's been in
But he had
Australian
a
under
decent
20s.
career in the NSL as
Oh,
well.
fuck, man. We just missed each other.
Wait,
He was an Australian under 20 under assistant 2015, 2016.
Oh, there you go.
And he's been at Adelaide United for a long time. Okay. I mean, look, he's obviously highly regarded. I also fear, I don't know, Adelaide to me financially should be quite resourceful because they've been given so much cash for players over the last few years.
But yeah, from my perspective, I would hope that Adelaide just continue down the track of producing young players, nurturing them, and honestly selling them.
Yeah.
Because that's what they've been good at. And I mean, I think they'll probably end mid-table. I don't think they'll do anything. I mean, we'll do the predictions later, but I don't think they'll do anything amazing through the season. As you said, Craig Goodwin's going to be important for them. But I don't see... Yeah, I see the young players getting a lot of game time, which is important, and the coach maybe knowing them and helping them do that. So
Let's go on a Brisbane Roar. They've got...
Were you doing Auckland?
We did Auckland.
We did.
Yeah.
What did we say about it?
We said Nato Moreno left, Max Matter left, Alex Paulson left. They brought in Ollie Sale.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't think there's much to report on them. I
They
think
signed Lockie
who,
Brook.
sorry?
They signed
Lucky Brook, Auckland.
They signed Cosgrove.
Oh, and
they
Auckland,
signed
yeah.
Cosgrove. They don't, in my opinion, their goalkeeper situation is a big problem.
well, they've signed 2 goalkeepers.
Yeah, and one of them's I think had a career-ending injury.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what...
he-
And
Obviously- obviously
respectfully, Ollie Seld. Did you watch him last year?
No,
Concerns,
I didn't.
bro.
But my thing would be, I think I like that they haven't changed their squad too much. I think that's a good thing,
Yeah, I think
especially considering the last year they did well.
I know I say that about their goalkeeper situation, but that's fact. Why did they lose to Heidelberg? That was their goalkeeper made 2 major mistakes. Ollie Sale probably, hopefully he can turn it around, but he did have a few howlers last year, also playing in the worst team in the comp at Perth. Sam Cosgrove is he's a prolific striker in the second division or the League 2 and League 1, I think, in England. So I saw him. He's like 6'6", bro. He's huge. So he's going to be quite good because they always go down the left with De Vries, who pretty
I
much.
watched a bit of this guy.
Fuck, he's built like me, 6'4".
Yeah, look at some of the stats.
He looks
there.
decent, man. I watched a bit of
Look
it.
at the teams: Birmingham City, Aberdeen, Plymouth Argyle. He was
Barnsley.
at Plymouth when Rooney was coach.
He looks lovely.
Barnsley. Yeah, so he's going to be quite big in box, isn't he?
Yeah.
But they always play down the left with De Vries. I think they also have Gygos, Guillermo May, Brimmer, Rogerson, Francois. They're all decent players. Defensively quite strong. I think they are going to be a real favourite to win it all.
I reckon, yeah. We'll say in the predictions, but I agree with Jake there. A club that is doing a complete rebrand, in my opinion, and it's been, and I've said this countless times throughout the preseason, I love everything Brisbane Roar are doing. Their social media has probably been the best I've seen in the league. They've completely changed their squad, and we have it on good intel, I believe. I can't remember who told us though, that they're done being the battering boys, or whatever you want to call them.
In what sense? As a footballing team, or
As a team, like they're going to kick the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Who told us that? Remember when someone said that to us?
I don't know. I don't have too many hopes for.
Can I just start off on a bit of a pessimistic angle? What's the point of going to Solomon Islands? Like for on field, like off field, a great life decision, but how's that going to make your team better?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked into exactly what they did there.
But I understand where
Played a team.
I understand where you're coming from, but then it's like, which A-League teams have played amazing opposition? Fucking none of them.
Because like, what are the other options
Solomon
as
Islands
an A-League
is
team?
below anyone.
But it's a trip, man. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I know.
Like when we went to, for example, we would go to Tasmania and play like the Tasmanian 11.
Is it
I
for
think
that?
It's good.
Is it for that? Because then that makes more sense.
Yeah, I think it's good. I don't know
And they didn't win
much
by
about
much.
what they did there, but
They didn't win by much.
That's concerning.
Yeah. But they got a few lumps in the team that are going to... Justin Vidic and Christopher Long, they're going to be bullies.
Yeah, I don't
They
think.
signed a few
does
busters, did
Vidic
they?
play? Where does Vidic play?
He's up top, isn't he?
Yeah, you got Michael Royce and Chris Long, who's probably going to play every minute.
Chris Long, yeah.
I would love to walk into a bar with Justin Vidic, though, because that guy looks like he's up for a scrap wherever he goes. I think just quickly on the coach, Michael Valkanis, he coached me in Adelaide. He's also since then coached at, he was assistant at Ajax and then a massive club in Greece. He's very switched on, bro. He knows football.
Got his two sons there?
yeah, he signed his son, didn't he?
Two of them.
Oh, 2 of them?
I mean,
Where's the other one?
I don't know, but I saw...
Dimitri Valkanis apparently was doing quite well. He was at AK Athens, I believe.
This is who they've brought in.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know
James
about that, bro.
James McGarry...
Son and sons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James McGarry, New Zealand He's joined from fuck knows.
He won with Central Coast in 2023.
That's right.
So he's going to be a good signing.
He'll be a decent signing. New Zealand international. Then we have Dean Bazanis
Yeah.
coming back to Australia.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where was he?
He was at non-league, National League, wasn't he?
Yeah, like conference league, even
Yeah.
something like that in the
Yeah,
UK.
right.
They've signed one of the nicest humans in the world, Jordan Lawton, I should say.
Bro,
Lawton.
don't you think it's so funny though when Wikipedia have random fucking photos of people?
Yeah.
Like they've just got a random photo of a fan taking a picture with him in the car park.
Next to like a banged up van.
I think this what do you call this? Milorad Stajic.
yeah.
He's going to be. I think he was a Swiss international, a youth international. He's only he's a decent age too.
I think Jordan Lawton's a good pickup, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, he just needs to play, bro. He doesn't play.
Yeah, I think he's a decent pickup.
Yeah, what's he? Oh, so he played for Bosnia youth and Swiss under 18s.
I mean,
Is he 23?
We'll see. We'll see with
Yeah,
him.
we'll see. That's a bit of roll of the dice there, huh?
Outs though, Berenguer, Jelacic was the end of loan. Rafael Struijk, wasn't that a disaster signing?
Yeah, he scored 2 goals.
But it was meant, like, remember we were talking about how it was going to get the Indonesian eyes on the A-League and all of that, and it just did not work.
Yeah.
It did not work at all. Abu Bakar, I was liking him.
Yeah.
Jack Hingett's gone.
Yeah.
Corey Brown, did you see him?
Corey Brown.
Matt Acton's out.
Corey Brown. Lucas Harrington is gone in January.
Yeah, can I just make a point on this to get your general opinion? What are we at the point now in the league that let's just go back to the press conference at the start of the year, and Zadkovic, obviously his form in the league has not been great as a coach. But nonetheless, his quote was, this guy's the best defender in the country. He played probably like, give or take, 8 or 9 games. And then Brisbane Roar got a massive transfer fee and he went to the MLS. Are we developing young players, or are we just getting him in and sending him off? Like we spoke about. Are you guys comfortable with the Lucas Harrington handling? Like obviously financially makes sense, but it's not about developing players if we're just shipping them away.
I think unfortunately this sounds only just like selfishly for the league. This is probably not the best thing for them as players, but the league needs to prioritise money.
Yep. We spoke about this. I can't remember what episode it was where we were saying, are we actually developing young players, or do they show glimpses of something and then we just sell them straight away? Because you would think for him to get a decently sized move to the MLS that you would at least have like a solid season. You play 25 games, you know, you get a few man of the matches, then you go.
Yeah.
Here, it's like you can play 1 or 2 good games and already someone might call you up and the club will be like, yep, sell him.
I don't think he played in like the first properly. I don't think he started in like the first 6, 7, 8 games of that season. He left in Jan. But just on that, like there are people in this country that have the view, as soon as you get a move overseas, go. So it's more a question here of like what's right and wrong.
No, I think me personally, as a thinking
17
with my player
games.
hat
18.
on, like if I'm a player, I would prefer to play a good, comfortable 1 or 2 seasons in my home country.
Yep.
It's hard to go overseas. It's very difficult to go overseas to leave. Like the footballing side is difficult, let alone all of the other things, the leaving your family, your friends. Obviously, he's gone to the MLS, so it's not relevant here, but like changing languages sometimes, cultural differences. It's very, very difficult to couple that with also you haven't had the game experience to feel comfortable in a changing rooms, around senior players, on the park in big moments.
17 appearances for Brisbane.
And probably
You need 1 or 2 seasons
one
at
win
least,
in that.
full seasons.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's amazing how the league's changed, bro. I'm telling you. I'm thinking back to like Trent Sainsbury at this age played 9 games in his first season, all through suspension and injury at right back.
But then the other side...
This guy's had 17 games and got to move to break the transfer record.
But then the other side is, the other issue is that is the standard high enough here to make it make sense for a really good young player to stay here?
I'll put it this way.
Don't know.
Colorado Rapids is not that much bigger, or that much better, I should say, than the standard in Australia.
The Colorado Rapids.
What, the MLS, you mean?
That team.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the MLS.
The MLS is a better league, of course.
So-
Bro, the MLS, like, if I'm a footballer from Australia, MLS is the league, and this is going to sound fucked because of my hatred, but in terms of a league to move to, comfortability-wise, I'm moving to the MLS.
Yeah, the financially, it's a better.
Financially, the language, football is not do or die in America. You're gonna like you're in a massive league. You get to play against legends. Like, there's a lot of pros about being in the MLS, man.
The one thing I think you're right. The one thing that I don't know if it gives you, which other countries will give you, is an understanding at a young age of like what football means to the world.
Yeah,
that I think is a really good thing that you can get as a young player. Let's say you're 18, 19, 20. If you go to a European or a South American country and you're like, oh, this is what football means, you probably wake up at that point as well.
but that could also break you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it gets the line is thin. I think the MLS is a good league for Aussies to go to. People will disagree with me, but I genuinely do think it's a good league. It feels like the players that are over there are fucking loving life.
Hey, Chris Long, by the way, he was at Everton from the age of 5 to 20, and I'm pretty sure his last club might have been Crew Alexandra. Scored a goal every 3 games. So he's a scouser.
He'd be all right.
So there's no ifs, buts or maybes, yeah. If he's going to be starting as their 9,
Yeah.
if he gets going, is it Crew Alexandra? Yeah.
Yeah, Crew, good fucking map.
There you go, lads. He's
Yeah,
played at
right.
Motherwell, Blackpool. So he's going to be a key part of their team.
England under 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
wow.
Yeah, so that's their
That's
key.
not easy to do,
That's
man.
their key signing, bro. in my opinion.
Right, let's move on to Central Coast Mariners, another team who have done pretty much nothing in the
much.
transfer window. So they've signed Andrew Redmayne, experience, maturity. Also, they're getting the same thing with Donks, friend of the show.
Yep.
And then they signed the 2 boys, the Heridas brothers.
I coached them at Rowville, by the way.
Are they? How are they?
Very good players. Technically very sound.
Did they trial at Bayern?
We'll see. Yes, they did.
Twins is what? Just
Yeah,
like
they're twins, and they just go
Are they
everywhere
that good, or
together.
was it just a twin
Bro,
package?
they're both.
Twin
They
package.
play so similar that it's almost impossible to know which one's
It's
which.
like Fabio and Raphael.
Bro, it's quite funny, man. I won't put his shit in the street here, but a coach that coached them for a very long time said to me, he coached them for like 6 years. He said, man, I still fucking can't tell them apart.
Put his shit in the street. Is unbelievable.
They've lost the best player ever in Rash's eyes, Brian Kaltak.
Yes, bro. So that's going to be hard to replace the best player in the history of football.
I'm concerned about them.
They're going to struggle. Their
strike. One of the biggest thing last year for me, Jerome. If you could check how many goals did they score in the league?
Let's have a look.
Can look at that for you. Yeah.
Because that was a big problem. The games I watched them, they had like practically from the first minute they had 11 behind the
29.
ball.
29 goals.
Yeah.
29.
Finished 10th, 29.
29 and cop 51. So they were conceding. They conceded the most in the comp or second most
With
after
Brian
Perth.
Kaltak.
Yeah, goals was their problem. They've got this Edmondson who's going to be key for them. I think his name's Sam Edmondson. They got some young players. Haynes is going to be a superstar, bro.
I haven't heard it.
He debuted at 16.
But
for them. He'll be 17,
I've
18
got it
now.
on decent knowledge that there's some issues going on higher up in that club at the moment.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, absolutely.
So
Are they up for sale? Is that public knowledge?
I'm not sure what's public knowledge.
Well,
So I
put
won't
it-
speak on it too much, but I think there's more issues going on than just what's their ins and outs at the moment.
Yeah.
Right. We'll try and move through these quick, boys. MacArthur have signed a boatload of players. Jidong Won, he's a legend. Yeah.
Can I just say, under the radar, I reckon MacArthur's signed one of the best out of the whole
Oh,
the whole group.
Caceres.
No, as in their total signings,
Bro.
Oh
have
yeah,
been-
I
let's
think
go through them.
They're my
Unbelievable.
dark horse.
Yeah,
Not even. They're actually not even dark horse. They're a genuine contender with Damien De Silva.
So,
Yeah.
Jidong Won, Korean legend. Anthony Caceres, one of the best midfielders in the league. Callum Talbot, he's
Won 2 championships.
Yep. Also, Damien De Silva returns to the A-League.
He was,
Mate, that's
he left as the best defender in the A League a year and a half ago, and went to a League One team.
I would say him and Craig Goodwin close to being the most or the best individual signings of knowing what they can do in the A-League.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
The real player that they lost for me was Holman and Yakulis.
Yeah,
So I feel like you've
Keely
somewhat.
Adamson.
Yeah. Politidis actually, he's a smoky, bro. He's a good player. He did well for Melbourne City when he used to come off the bench.
Rash, can I just ask you, Keely Adamson, he's a 9-year-old footballer coming up.
Yeah.
What advice would you give
do
him?
well.
What advice would you give him to
Just keep at it.
keep at it?
Yeah, just keep.
Can you click on Rafael Duran Martinez? Luke Vickery was also, he's no, the one to the left.
Re-sign Walter Scott. We love you.
Yeah, Luke Vickery came from Western United, so he's one of the players that got a lifeline. He's rapid, bro.
Nice.
Rafael
Is this the
Duran-
Mexican one?
Yeah.
he is. He played for a team called Pumas Tabasco.
Yeah, Puebla. He's been all over the fucking Liga Mexico. Them hot Pumas.
Brother, I could have
Puma
made
Tabasco.
that. I could have made up a team in Mexico in my head, and I would have called him that.
Yeah, that sounds like one of our
Pumas
skits.
Tabasco.
Bro, I do
Yeah.
not care. He's from Guadalajara.
Taco Tigres.
But he's won some leagues there as well. Pretty sure.
Campeones Cup with Tigres.
Man, all the Spanish names. I'm getting confused of which Spanish person is.
All right, so there's a bit of Mexican flavour in the league, bro. Nice.
They'll MacArthur will do well. Let's move
Hey,
on.
the last Mexican that went there.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, I'm assuming he was involved in
Chelsea.
I
legend.
do want to ask Danny De Silva. We spoke about him the other day.
Ah.
He's an out. Do we know where he's gone?
I reckon the boots could be hanging up.
Maybe.
Wow, man.
Maybe.
Wow.
Again.
Just because he had a lot of injuries, bro. Poor guy.
No, that's the wrong. That's
Who's
not
that?
him.
He's put Danny De Silva one in.
Danny De Silva, who currently plays for no one.
Yep.
Bro, look, when's the Roma deal? That's in
That's insane.
what year is the Roma deal?
Rhoda.
Sorry, Rhoda.
Did he
2017.
play for Roma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Roma, bro.
Roma? Rhoda, bro. Are you blind?
There. On June 2014,
Oh,
goes
you're right.
to Roma.
Oh, there is Roma.
So, okay, it's 10 years ago. Okay,
and you
it's a
know
while
when
ago.
that was?
What?
That's what happens, bro. Under 20 World Cup, you get moves.
Yeah.
He was in the top 10 players at the Under 20 World Cup.
Right, let's move on. Melbourne City have been pretty quiet, but again, the thing with them is I feel like their squad is strong as it is, so they'd only needed to make little tweaks here and there. They've brought in Takeshi Kanamori, who, again, you know my thoughts on Japanese midfielders.
What is it?
Don't even watch their highlight video. Just
No, I
sign
don't
them.
care. He'll probably be a gun. I reckon he'll start every week.
Can I ask you who is their midfield, bro?
Well, I'll tell you now.
That's what I was looking at,
So
and I was
just
like-
on Takeshi, he's an Asian Champions League winner. So he's got some. He's got some serious form. My thing with Melbourne City, and we can go through their ins and outs. I know they've got this Albashan Rashani, who I actually haven't seen, but he's going to have to be key. But they won the most games last year, 1-0, around honestly 8, 9, or 10. And in all their big games, the two players that bailed him out was Cohen and in particular Tilio. And they've both gone. And they won a lot of games 1-0. So my fear for them is defensively they were the best in the league, but scoring goals.
Well,
but also midfield. So sorry,
Yeah.
their midfield. So who played last year? Ugarkovic.
He's gone.
Yeah, and he's gone.
It'll be
Jago
this
was
year.
there.
This year,
Jimmy Jago, he's
it's going to be Kai Truan, Matthew Leckie, and Andreas Kuhn. That'll be their three on their best day.
so the thing that I love about City is they've signed so many of their. I shouldn't say signed. They've given senior contracts to so many
that's
of
good
their
to see.
young stars. Beckham Baker, baller.
Shout out Beckham Baker. Congrats, man. Well done.
Matthew Baker,
Been killing it.
Indonesian international. He's like fucking 15. Akeem Gerald, he's 15. Besian Kutleshi, bro, they've got a lot of Albanians there. But yeah, I think in terms of senior talent, they've brought in
Albashan Rashani.
Yeah.
He's their main signing, bro. He's had a very, very good look. He come from Elche. He played for Clermont, which is where Damien De Silva just came from. He's been capped for Kosovo 30 times and a Norway Youth International. He's a left winger. So he's been brought in to replace
What's the bet he ends up being like? He ends up being a player similar to Valon Berisha.
maybe.
Oh no, they're different positions.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
Yeah. So look, he's had a decent career. I haven't seen him play that. Has he played yet for City? No. But City also, they haven't scored yet in their 2 games in the Champions League. So to my point, then Max Caputo needs to have a big season. He's only young though. So I was surprised that they were. The only reason that I felt that they won last year was because they had Tilio. Yeah. And Colin in the last 2 games was the reason they won those 2 games.
Yeah, I think for me, they're potentially the biggest drop off this season.
What?
In terms of of where they finish, compared to last year, I think it'll be the biggest difference. Yeah.
I still think they're better than most of the league.
Let's get on to Melbourne Victory. They have brought in a lot of players here. Louis Diorigo, Keegan Yalicic, Franco Lino on loan, but I think he's injured. Jason Davidson, big signing for them. Juan Mata, obviously. Matt Grimaldi, Dennis Genro. Bro. Decent.
Yeah.
Decent.
Yep.
I mean,
they're going to be good, man.
They're outs. Yes, they're outs. There is, I would say, 3 to 4 key players that have left in Zinedine Mashash, Ryan Teague, Arzani, and Casey Boss.
I think the only one that really hurts you is Teague, maybe.
Well, I think they've lost their 3 best players from last season.
Yeah, bro. Arzani and Mashash.
Well, Arzani was the best player in the competition for a period. Mashash was the best player the year before in the league.
Yeah, but for example, Arzani, you've got Juan Mata coming in now. For example,
but they're not like for likes.
Does Juan Mata
same position?
Does Juan Mata start? Yes or no?
Yes, I think so.
I don't think he does.
I don't think he does.
I think so.
Matt Grimaldi, good signing, man.
Yeah, great signing.
Supposedly they've got.
Well, Rashid,
Xavier Stella apparently is a gun.
Rashid,
by the way,
where does Mata play? Where does Mata play?
I've got word that he's a really good player. I think as a number 10.
So instead of John Rowe?
No, I think John Rowe will play as a 6 or let's say 8 next to Valadon.
That's what they brought in Dorigo for.
3. Yeah, I don't think Dorigo will play.
Bro, think about it this way, right? Like,
because you're going to have Valu play, remember?
I was going to say.
Santos.
They've got like 6 wingers.
Yeah, they've got a lot of attackers, bro.
Yeah, so they could just play no midfield to 6 wingers.
That's what I'd do. These are the attackers Victory has at the moment. I'm going to go through them. So you've got Valadon. Sorry, not Valadon. Virgos, Santos, Valupale, Jing Reese. Who else is there? Juan Mata, I guess, to some extent. Keegan Yalicic. Like, yeah, a lot of these...
Piscopo as well, bro.
Piscopo. A lot of these players, okay, they play midfield, but Yalicic, attacking player. Like, John Rowe, he's a 10. Santos, he's like the most loved character at that club, by the way.
Yeah.
Everyone fucking loves
he's
that
a legend.
guy.
We met him.
So, but again, Esposito, good signing at the back. Matt Grimaldi, I've always rated him. Man.
Adama Traore, another season.
Another season, man, for the fucking King.
Which, does he start?
Oh, yeah, with Jason Davidson now. So then...
Well, no, Jason Davidson starts.
So then,
yeah. Look,
who's right back then?
It will be Rawlins or...
Oh, yeah.
Who else is there?
Defensively, they're pretty strong too. Victory look all right.
I think Victory is going to be very strong.
Victory's going to be right up there, bro.
I think
Victory have what they've done is they haven't signed as good as players as what the 3 they lost, but they've signed way more depth.
Yeah.
Again, I'd still say they're on par with the best squads in the league, if not the.
At the start, I was a little bit worried, but then they've made more and more signings, and now it's starting to shape up really nicely. Like, there's a lot of ex-Socceroos. Like,
yeah, they'll be up there, man. They'll be up there.
Good young players.
But they've got the best. Valupale is. Where is he?
Yeah,
on his day, he's the best winger in the league.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
You've got
But see,
John Rose could have a cracker of a year because he's gone for the World Cup.
Did Velupile have an opportunity to leave before
He got injured.
his
He got
injury?
injured. Remember
Yeah, before that, did he
I
have
don't
an
know.
opportunity?
Don't
see,
know.
he's doing it right.
He'd be close, man.
He's doing it right for me.
yeah, true.
He's doing
true.
it right
Like
for
what
me.
we spoke
He's
about
getting
before.
Socceroos caps.
He's a bit older. He's like 23 or 24, I think. He is a bit older, but he's doing it right for me. Like, he now is one of the top 5 attackers in the league.
Blue play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so you've made your name here. You've proven yourself here. You're a Socceroo. You've scored for the Socceroos. He will get the move that he...
He's
Played already 106 games for Melbourne Victory.
Endeavour United, bro. Shout out to Southeast.
Yep.
100 games for victory. Yeah,
I
there
didn't
you
realise
go.
he played that many games already.
3 goals in 5 games for the Socceroos. Yeah, bro. He was. I was this sort of saying about him last year. I'm like, Velupile, some of these guys, you don't realize how many games they've played. Like,
Yeah, because he was coming off the bench a lot.
it took
for
him
a
60
while,
games
huh?
to get going, bro.
Yeah,
And I'm
And
telling
that
you,
makes
you're
sense,
lucky.
though.
You're lucky to get 60 games, bro.
yeah.
Fuck, man. I had to get going after like 4.
Yeah.
Victory will look good. All right, on to our good friends, the Newcastle Jets. Up the Jetters.
The Jettas.
Decent. Ins, Battolato, one of the best young players in Australia. You've brought in Max Burgess, who we said last week is going to be crucial for them, a leader. Rash really enjoyed his performance in the
Yeah, I thought
Australia
it was
Cup
fantastic.
final. James Dalianov. And look, man, some of their young players that we spoke about that maybe have not just come in this year per se, but the Gibson, Dobson, Burton Cello, man, I think they will do very well purely because, well, not purely, but a lot of it credit to the gaffer that they have.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's gonna be a hard year for them.
Yeah.
But I think they will surprise us with some decent results and probably mid-table.
I think
for me.
they'll go on a run, but they equally, and you have a bit more confidence with the Australia Cup run with the team that they had, and Mark Milligan, just his feeling and sense around him as a coach across the league and what people are saying. You think they can go well, but just looking at their squad, and like we just looked at Victory, you'd be heavily concerned. I mean, Battolato needs to, like, as well as he's doing on the international stage, he couldn't get a gig at Western Sydney, and Melbourne Victory couldn't crack it. He needs to have a big year at Newcastle. This is like built for him now to go and have a real crack. Obviously, you bring in Eli Adams.
Yeah.
They've got a little bit of experience, but let's be real, they are a very much a youth team.
If you look at that squad, who is their main player for you?
Max Burgess.
Right.
I would say Eli Adams.
Yeah.
Actually, in terms of carrying games, like getting results, Eli Adams.
Yeah, so I'd say one of those
but
two.
Max Burgess, well and truly, could be that guy now going forward, as we've seen. So,
But yeah, so they're obviously missing that, not necessarily star power, but maybe the experienced head, one or two.
but Battolato, you go to the youth national teams, he's the main guy. So
Yeah.
he's he's been voted for
Yeah, you
AFC
get to
Player of
crack
the Year.
it in the A-League proper.
Yeah, I know too well about that. So he's going to be good though.
I'm very You know what? What I'm going to say about them?
Shut up, guys.
I'm very interested to see how they go this season.
Yeah.
I'm
I've got a
going to watch
prediction.
them a lot.
I've got a prediction.
Is it good?
We'll say it in the ladder. We'll say it. Perth Glory, another club who I feel like are maybe in a similar position to Central Coast. Don't think it's looking fantastic over there. They have brought in the best centre back in the world, Brian Kaltak.
Spend all their money on one player.
Mark Birighitti knows the league.
Bro, he was playing. Do you know who he was playing for? Perth Italia.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
They brought him
What?
back up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was playing NPL.
Ariane
Shout out
out.
Beers. Beers is a
I love
legend.
those jumps, man.
Suleimani, Jaden Kaczarski,
Who
Reese
left-
Bozanovsky.
Yeah, I'm happy for Reese Bozanovsky, man.
Yeah.
I really like him. I think he's a great player.
Well, that's exactly right, Reese.
Kucharski was one of the smart ones that pulled the trigger a few weeks out from Western losing their license.
Well,
So
he never that was a crazy thing of signing for a club and never putting on the boots.
he's going to be a decent player.
Yeah, he's good.
He led the line for Sydney a few times. The player for me, like they signed him in mid last season, he's a baller, is Luke Amos.
Right. Okay.
Bro, did you see his goal?
I
Can
haven't
we
seen-
bring that up?
I haven't seen much.
Can
of
you
Luke
type
Amos.
in Luke Amos goal YouTube? So Luke Amos, bro, under Pochettino. Bro, are you guys listen? He had a preseason under Pochettino. and he played in for
Oh,
Tottenham
the
pre-season.
Spurs guy.
Yeah, he's from Tottenham.
Yeah.
This is like Harry Kane and Song Heung-min. He's like 28. They bought him from Hibs.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Look at him, bro. Just watch. That's him. Boom.
Not bad.
So they bought him on like a 6, 7, 8 game loan, and he's going to be the guy that they kept now. So I
Nice.
think he's going to be key.
In terms of the outs, Jalen Pearman, Ollie Sale, Milosnic. I wouldn't say they lost too much.
Gabriel
They bolstered their defense. They got Scott Wooten. They signed Sam Sutton from Wellington.
Sutton, yeah.
And Keltack. So they've really they had the worst defensive record in the league last year.
Yeah.
They've still got their superstar player in Adam Taggart. Obviously,
tags.
Amos. Lockie Wells is a championship winning player. So there's a lot to like.
They've got Popovic, who's Tony Popovic's son. Apparently, he's decent.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I can't recall.
Hey, Perth, fly us out there, man. And when people are listening, actually, I'll be back by the time they listen to this, but I will be in Perth, so shout out Perth. Right, Sydney FC, which is my most... I've lost my vocabulary, bro. I am most interested to see how Sydney FC do this year. They're the team that I'm very curious about because last year was... I don't want to call it a disaster, but last year everyone thought they were going to win it all with the signings they made.
Did everyone? I know I did. I know we said that.
I said they were going to be high up there. Yeah.
Okay.
I just say Victory are going to win the league every year because whatever. But
Yeah.
Sydney were like a massive chance.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Sydney.
Lolly, Costa,
I
fucking-
think Sydney's starting. The thing for me with Sydney last year was their back four was not that good. Everything got beyond that was like on paper the best in the league.
So the ins for them, big one, Alassane Toure, I think. I think he's going to do well.
Yeah, agreed.
I think he's got like a bit of a point to prove. Akola Con, who looks...
Locked up.
Yeah, they signed Akon.
He looks mad. He looks mad.
Bro, he's
He
like
looks
16 though, bro.
Yeah, fuck it.
Come on, man.
Abel Wallity,
Good signing, bro. Big
Ben
fan.
Garuccio.
Good signing, bro.
Galuch.
Ben
That's a great
Garuccio.
signing.
Marcel Tisserand, he'll be one of the best defenders in the league this year if he stays
And
fit.
he's probably the best looking signing.
Yeah,
in
he
the
looks
league.
like you.
Yeah,
if you
he was
hadn't
in
know
like
that.
a suit and stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his Clubland career?
Pretty
bro.
good, man.
Played
Pretty
all
good,
over.
bro.
32,
African
number 32.
nations, lots of
It's either
big
France
clubs,
or Germany he's played a lot in.
Turkey.
Yeah, there you go.
Wolfsburg, Fenerbahce,
Monaco.
Ettifaq,
Monaco.
Ingolstadt. Yeah, he's
The
a player.
one thing that I did notice about this though is it's not a hell of a lot of games in any one team, which you never know with that. Like, why is that happening? You know?
Yeah,
Is that
some people like bounce. Well, he did have 44 for Fenerbahce, so that's a big one for me. My view with Sydney is they've got 15 players under the age of 21 in their senior team. When I joined the A-League, bro, there was for the age of under 21, there was 20 contracts. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy.
2012, there was 20 players under the age of 20 that had a professional contract in this country. Now you got 15 in one squad, bro.
I think just on that, Paul Ocon-Engstler, I haven't watched much of him, but apparently he's a bit of a razzler.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen him, but obviously his dad was my old coach and he was a captain of the Socceroos, so you just know he's going to be good. And he played over at Club Brugge. He went to Benfica at the youth team. So
Another one who got a fucking massive welcome at the airport by Peruvian fans is this Piero Quispe. Apparently he's, again, haven't ever watched him play, watched a little bit of highlights, but he looks, I don't know, 24, 58 appearances in the Mexican First Division. He's on loan from there.
Bro, if he's Peruvian, he's gonna have the dog in him, bro.
Yeah,
bro,
he'll have that dog.
he's going to have the low center of gravity at
Low
5'6".
Low socks.
He's going to be lightning
I can't
quick.
wait to watch him.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch him already. He's on loan as well.
Piero
Bro,
Aldair.
he's played. Wow, that's massive, bro. He's played from 2022. He's played 12 games for Peru. Bro, he could be the best player in the league.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he could be one of those ones where they've just found him and it's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
I have a feeling.
He could be Fred. You know when Melbourne Victory bought Fred?
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
Well, this is the. Oh, maybe
He's on
is
loan
this-
though.
Okay.
It's on loan.
Okay.
okay,
So-
nice signing. Was Sydney the team as well that signed the other import that has?
This is the Spanish one. Maybe I think I
Campuzano.
got mixed up with the one before. Yeah. This
Yeah,
is the
Victor
Espanyol one.
Campuzano.
Campuzano.
He's like
This is the other
28,
signing,
he's
bro.
like
Yeah.
in his prime.
So does
Yeah, this is the
Al
one.
Hassan Toure start, bro? This guy was on Real Madrid's books. Played 47 games for Real Madrid Castilla, their B team, which, bro,
So as a CV,
unbelievable.
So as a CV, this is unreal, and I don't know how they signed this guy at 28, right? Yeah. Spanish under 19s, one cap there. But I was like, okay, there must be something here. Maybe he's not as good as his CV says. But I've asked around some reputable sources, and apparently he's as good as. We should expect him to be excellent.
Interesting though, at Espanyol, he had 24 games and couldn't get off the mark. Sporting Gijon, 16 goals in 110 fixtures.
He's basically
that's in
been
the second division of Spain,
He's
by the
been
way.
a
It's
Segunda mainstay.
Yeah.
Lost goals.
So, but which is still
but
higher
still,
than the
yeah.
A
Hey, you
League.
look at Beshar Barisha's career before the A-League, and
Yeah.
it wasn't great.
That's why.
Like goals to games, it wasn't great. So
This Campuzano or the Quispe, one of them will bang. Pause. Oh, I can't say pause.
Yep.
One of them will hit.
Yeah.
And then like Garuccio's proven.
Yeah.
Their outs though. Segicic, Caceres,
starting
big outs, bro.
Klimala was their number 9.
Klamala,
Yeah.
Big outs, bro.
Kaczarski.
Yeah, they lost it. They've replaced them though, I would say.
But yeah, nonetheless, I think for me, Sydney is the strongest.
Yeah, you reckon? I think they've got a lot of kids, bro. I think if they get injuries, they're in trouble.
Two more. Wellington Phoenix. Again, looking absolutely slim.
Can we go just into Carlos Armiento and Ifeanyi Eze, please?
If he's got to be Nigerian.
So one of the challenges for me watching Wellington last year, just as a rule of thumb, was they just parked the bus all year, and it felt like, and the greatest respect to Chief, the coach, felt like a one-trick pony type setup where they just left Costa up front and hope for the best all the time. We saw them get a 1-0 win though at Unite round against Victory, and it was like scrappy, but they fought, and that was their method for the whole year, and there wasn't enough quality. So I think tactically they need to do better. And whether Chief didn't like the quality of his squad that he just sat behind the ball every game. But I don't know. What do you guys think about him?
Oh man, I don't know.
I'm not sure, bro.
I missed the last guy's stats. Okay, this guy,
Yeah, I'm not
Armiento,
sure. Man.
no, not the other guy, Eze. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about them. They've lost their captain, their fullback.
To be honest, have you ever
Can
been
you go into
confident
their
on Wellington
signings again?
Phoenix ever?
Pardon?
Have you ever been confident on Wellington Phoenix? Honestly.
When they had Paul Eiffel, Leo Bertos, Tim Brown, Durant. Yeah.
Well, they lost Wooten,
yeah,
Sutton,
true.
and Costa.
There was maybe two years that
no.
they've ever existed.
when you joined the league, they were good, bro.
They lost Barbarouses.
They had Rojas. They had
because
players,
there was
bro.
another period where they signed Guy Finkler, Costa Barus at the same time around that.
Yeah, I don't know if they've.
nah.
I don't know if they've strengthened. They've kept the same squad. They've got one of the best midfielders in the league in Rufa. But
Let's move on. Last one. Western Sydney Wanderers. They've brought in Costa Barbarouses, Stevie Agarkovic, Alu Kuol, Ruan Tongyik, Angus Thurgate. Now, for me, the key signing there is Thurgate.
yeah,
Ugar-
Tongic as well, man.
It's a strong spine, bro. Like if they've got that's Costa, Ugarkovic, Thurgate, Tongic. That's decent signings. I mean, Ruan probably hasn't played for what 2 years, year and a half. So we'll see how he
They've
goes.
also
he was doing
lost-
well before he stopped.
They've also lost Milanovic. Marcus Antonson's gone. Zach Sapsford, Badalado, Marcus Eunice, and obviously Juan Mata. I'm not too sure on them, man.
Can you go to Alu Kuol,
I'm
please?
not sold either.
Alu Kuol's an interesting one as well.
I think he's lucky to get a contract again, bro. Yeah, he's got to have a big few years, man.
But see, he was the one, again, with Alu Kuol, it's the similar thing that happened that we were speaking about before. Look, Central Coast Mariners, 7 goals in 30 games, straight to Stuttgart.
Yeah.
Like, really should have been another season to cement himself and do it. And I think it's he's back in the A-League now, trying to kickstart again. But
Definitely a point to prove. But you're right. Thurgate's a big get.
Thurgate, bro.
Thurgate is a big get. He was arguably the best midfielder along Teague last year in the competition. So that's a steal, bro. Costa as well. I think Costa's playing as if he's trying to break some records because he's on the cusp of jumping up the goal scorer's tally.
He's always a good player to have, Costa Barbaros. You can rely on him.
Yeah, he's 35, man.
To put in a performance.
I keep feeling like he's going to slow down a bit, but he's focusing on the World Cup. So there's a
that
chance,
too,
bro. Yeah.
That too. World Cup.
So
New Zealand. Right, that'll do us for the ins and outs.
Well, let me just read out quickly the I don't know if we've ever done this or if we've done this yet, but the Western United transfers, so where the players have gone.
Yep.
Just getting a Melbourne Victory fan calling me on Facebook Messenger right now. Sorry, guys.
what?
You don't play there anymore?
Okay, Noah Bodic to Austria, Vienna. Angus Thurgate, Western Sydney. Jaden Kucharski, Perth Glory. Matthew Grimaldi, Melbourne Victory. Abel Wallati, Sydney FC. James Donachie, Central Coast Mariners now. Chabal Shamoun, Perth Glory. Hiroshi Ibusuki, East Bengal. Michael Roos, Brisbane Raw. Besian Kutleshi,
Yeah, good Leshy.
Melbourne City. The rest, Ben Garuccio now, where did we say? Sydney FC?
Yep. That's a good sign.
Where'd Dan Zaki end up?
Fuck off, Jake.
I believe Sebastian Pasquale, South Melbourne.
Yeah,
I believe.
Cotter. I think Cotter signed for South Melbourne, didn't he? Cotter Kadua.
Okay.
I think he went to South as well.
Not sure.
But he's also killing it for Lebanon. Shout out my boy.
Dylan Leonard. Dylan
Schalke.
Leonard.
Schalke, yeah. There's a lot that
Tate Russell, what happened?
I like Tate Russell.
He's
I thought he had I thought the main one who didn't get a contract that should have is Matt Sutton. He played every game as their number one goalkeeper.
Bro, he is a class act, Matt Sutton.
He's the only one that hasn't got one yet.
Yep. I think he's still good enough to be in the NNA League setup.
Yeah,
surely.
Tate Russell personally I thought was a bit short of it.
Or did we have Jordan Loughton?
He's
Brisbane.
He's at Brisbane. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Kota Kadua, South Melbourne.
Melbourne,
you're right.
yeah, my boy.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're. Where the fuck's John? What's John doing?
Oh, yeah. Don't know. Jake, any word?
Put the feet up, bro. Relax.
You reckon?
Yeah, I hope so.
Bro, where's Tate Russell gone?
John
I love
Aloisi.
Tate
John
Russell, I don't
Aloisi.
care.
Hey,
That
John,
one game against Adelaide, bro, he was a fucking dog.
John Aloisi would be on the radar of 4 or 5 clubs that if they're not going well and they make a sacking.
Yeah, that's
Which again,
that's
I don't
true.
even know if A-League clubs are in a position to sack coaches, bro.
Bro,
Let's be
I
real.
wouldn't do that if I was Aloisi.
Like it took. Well, what do you mean in the sense of?
Bro, I've won leagues. Fuck staying in the A-League.
Yeah, which and that would be my viewpoint now too. But you just never know what family life, all these other things.
Of course.
You know, because he did recommit to Western for 2 more years.
Yes.
So there was obviously maybe he wanted to stay.
But he's a young manager who's got a good pedigree behind him. Bro, go get some money.
Well, you just never know, bro. After this next World Cup, like Popper went from Victory to the Socceroos. Arnie went from Sydney to the Socceroos. So he's the next best in line.
Rightio. Let's get on to the kits. So, boys, what we're going to do is we're just going to do the home kits. And we're going to... Actually, no, we'll do both, but we'll move through them quick. I just want a rating out of 10 with a little blurb for each. So, Rash, first up, Adelaide United, home kit. What are you giving it out of 10?
By the way, this is the first time I've seen a lot of these as
Yes. This is a live reaction, same as me.
well. I don't like it.
What do you
honestly,
give it out of 10?
Oh, sorry. Out of 10, 6.
Jake?
It looks like I like the yellow, but it looks like an MPL top. I'm giving it a 5.
I am giving it a 4 out of 10. That is not great.
It looks like an NPL team.
Right.
doesn't it?
Next up,
And not Armadura.
Auckland.
Kit and
bruh.
half, bro.
Fucking New Balance.
Am I going first again? Because
Yes.
I don't know how you get better than that.
Bro,
That
they've
is
got
that is
ANZ Bank
beautiful,
and New
man.
Balance. on
That
their
is
top.
that is beautiful, man.
Out of 10,
That's
Rash?
a fashion piece, cuz, and it was on it was at a fashion show,
Yes,
right?
it was at a fashion show, I believe. Some shit.
I'm gonna, bro. I don't know if you can get better than that. I'm gonna say 10.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna say 10.
I'm
bro.
gonna say, just because I didn't want to give out a 10 that early, I'm gonna say 9 in case there might be something better. But Rashid's right.
It may be the best football top I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. Okay. I am going to give it a 9. I'm going to give it a 9 purely because the lighting and shit is mad. Does it look like that on the pitch?
Yeah, that's true. We're watching it. We're looking at it through freaking.
They've made it glow in the dark and shit.
It looks neon
That's why
and
Rashid's
shit.
just absolutely rattled right now.
Yeah, that's true. That's a bad picture.
I don't know. Next, away kit.
And they've got it on a good looking dark guy with blonde hair, like he's
Fuck.
like in Milan or something.
Bro, that's class as well. The gold and the white.
Oh man, Auckland's doing it right, bro. Auckland's doing everything right. Auckland's been amazing for the league. Bro.
I don't like the white one as much.
That's cool. Okay, they got the cream collar there.
Next, Nicky. That's whatever.
Who is that?
Goalkeeper kits. All right, Brisbane Roar. Now, we're just going to do the home and away. That maroon one is class to me. I really like that. Rash, what would you give the home kit, though, out of 10?
Maroon or purple?
I don't know.
Why do you?
Queensland
I'm
maroon.
just wondering, is the light is that actually supposed to be maroon?
Let's go with the home kit first.
Okay, the home kit, don't like it at all. 4.
Okay, Jake, our
I'll
home kit.
go. I've never been a fan of orange, but yeah, the sponsor as well looks like it's talking a different language. So I'm going to go, and it looks like it's got a snake wrapped around it.
Yep.
I'm going to go a 5. Also, just quickly, is it normal to have home kit no collar, away kit collar?
Yeah, some
that a thing?
clubs have done that.
Okay.
I will give that a 5. It's a jersey. But I really love the
jersey.
I really love the purple / maroon one.
I
It's
like
class.
the purple. Yeah, I'd put that more like a 7, 8.
Kit. I know we're not rating that, but that's dope to me.
Third kit looks a lot like an NRL old school jersey. I really do love the purple one. Next one, Nikki. What? MacArthur
What's
Bulls
that, cuz?
home kit. Rash. What are you giving it?
Let's just
Collingwood Football Club, 3.
let's just hope Sip Energy's giving him a fuckload of money. Because that sponsor looks honking on that kit. But MacArthur colours, honestly, those colours are amazing colours. Look at Juventus. But that massive black line going through it is not the best. So I'm going to go 5.5.
Same reason as Jake. The middle thing is throwing me off. It looks like they couldn't embed that sponsor into the kit properly. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. And that's probably being generous. On to Melbourne City.
Oh.
Rash.
Yeah, it's decent. 7. I think it's decent, but has it changed that much?
Fuck knows.
Bro, it's got Puma and Etihad on it. It's clean, nice logo. I like the collar. I like the arm things. I'm going an 8.
I will give this a solid 7. It's clean. I like the details, like those sort of cuts or whatever you want to call them on the chest area. I like the little touch of red. The away kit is fucking hard.
Holy
Away kit 8.5 straight away.
bro, and I've given it out of 10. I couldn't even see the photo
Nah,
properly. The last one.
away kit's actually a
We're not really
8.5 or a
doing away
9 here, bro.
kits. We'll do.
Bro, the away kit, that's a 10.
Melbourne City
Okay.
away kit's 5.
That's, bro, I'd wear that to my fucking wedding, cuz.
Nice.
okay, bro.
Okay. As a former victory player.
As a former victory champion.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Fuck, bro.
Nah.
That's amazing.
I'm off that.
What?
Their
What?
third
That's
kit.
just because you don't like pink, bro. That's amazing.
What is our fucking
cuz.
colour for the pod?
I know. Bro,
yeah. Yeah,
how
they
can you
copy it.
dislike that?
Etihad Airways, bro, and McDonald's, bro. These guys, seriously, they're ballers, bro.
I don't know, bro.
And that may just be
We need to
because
hit
it's on
oil,
a
man.
good-looking
We need
Argentinian
to start cracking and just hit an oil spurt, bro.
know.
Look at this shit.
I'm not a massive fan of the third kit. Moving on. Let's get these rankings out of the way. Melbourne victory rash. Out of 10, please.
7. 6. I much prefer the older Melbourne Victory kits.
Yeah, 6. I think Macron logo is way too low, close to the V. Turkish Airlines looks like it's in Times New Roman.
I'm gonna give
Not
this.
the biggest fan.
I'm gonna give this a 4. This is not good.
Yep.
The logos are too big.
Yep.
And the away kit may be worse than the home kit. They just look like revised 2008.
They're trying to. I like that kit. They're trying to revise it, but Turkish Airlines is so big on the kit. Macron is like in the sternum.
Yeah, no.
For me, Melbourne Victory needs a collar.
And
You
Melbourne
have to have a
Victory
collar
should
for Melbourne
always be sponsored by Puma, Adidas, or Nike.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
what the fuck?
Macron, no disrespect, is well below par.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Victory kit. What the hell, man? Boring as hell. Right.
Oh,
Ball,
that's bad.
Midas.
Let's go, Rash.
4.
Out of 10. Why?
Bro, what colors are those, man?
Bro, are you joking?
That's like, bro. If I said to you, hey, can you color in this? Can you color in this children's book? And then I gave you the worst colors possible. I said, here you go, bro. Have a
You don't like the
ugly
Newcastle
brown,
gold?
like a weird brown that's not gold, and a
It's
weird
gold.
blue that's not blue,
Jake?
dark blue.
So if I just look at the NIB sponsorship alone, I would not think that's a good suit for the kit. But the kit itself, I'm going to go 7.5. I like it. I like Jets going back to their old
I
colours.
fully agree with Jake. If you get rid of the NIB and have a cleaner sponsor, I actually really like this kit. I'll give it a 7. The away kit is pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, it's a little bit
Bro,
boring.
their Oz Cup kits were better.
Yeah, their Oz Cup kits were unreal. They were one-off, so I'll give this a 5.
Emerald Horizon, not a hard
I
sponsor.
do like the
Hey,
gold
Vic.
shorts though, bro.
and their casual stuff was good, by the way.
Bro,
Yeah,
it was
Casual
baller,
stuff
man.
was
Balance,
really good.
Yeah,
Next,
New Balance
Nicky.
is big, bro.
I like
go
Perth.
Rush. What do you got with? What do you
I
got for
like
Perth?
Perth. That's probably the best thing about their season this year, I reckon.
I don't
Their
like
top-
V-necks, generally speaking, in
I think their top
any
is
any
great.
football.
Can we get a
kits.
ranking out of 10, please?
Oh, yep, 8.
8.
I really like that.
I'll go 6.5 just because I don't like V-necks, but I like everything else. Actually, no, I'll go 7. Let's be fair.
You know what? It does the job. It's clean. It incorporates Perth's colours. The logo looks like it's a part of the kit. I'm going to give it a 7.
Macron again, though.
Yeah, but
What do you
look
think
where the
about
Macron sits here, in a better spot than where Victory's.
Oh, the away. I don't mind
Holy
that.
shit, bro.
Victory's-
Brian Kaltak at the damn beach, bro.
Bro,
Sonny's on.
Don't get
bro.
too excited.
Hey, left lead, Caltac to him is left lead to you.
Yeah, hard out.
This is an 8.5 to me.
Bro, that is class.
Hey, do you reckon he, like they said, hey, can you take a photo for us when you're on holiday with the new kit on and send it in for
Bro,
us?
that's
No,
just
he's
Perth.
that's just his missus taking a photo.
That's
He's
what
just
I'm
gone
saying.
down the beach.
That's what I'm saying.
He's gone down the beach
And then
he's
he
playing
sent it
kit.
into the club and said, yeah,
Hey
there you
guys,
go.
check this out.
I will say though, I believe that's the women's sponsor on the right. That's a better sponsor than
Number
Levita
4,
Homes.
Caltac on the back.
I'll
He's
just go
gone-
fuck myself.
He's gone to get a latte. He's gone to get a latte. and
Out of
play
lawn, bro. He's out of lawn.
Are you Brian Caltac? Yeah. He goes, how'd you know that? You're wearing your fucking playing top, bro. Sorry, Jerome. Say that again.
All good. I think the sponsor on the women's kit looks way better than Levita Homes.
Yes, I agree with you.
I'm not sure about that random
what
sort
does it
of.
say? Boom statistics.
Yeah, something like that. But that looks bro. That kit is absolutely class.
That's
Pink
really
and purple.
nice, man.
Yeah.
That's really
Let's
nice.
let's
shout.
move on.
Really good kit.
What the hell?
Sydney FC of old. Same
Rash.
thing.
Bro, it looks like a university top. Like, I know it says university on it,
Yeah,
but
but
it looks like
actually-
the standard of... No, I don't like it.
Awful goalkeeping colour.
4 Rash.
Yep.
It's traditional, so it still holds points for me, but I don't know. It has no pop and vibe to it, so I'm going to go 5.
This is really safe and really weak in my opinion. It looks like
Yeah.
a template kit. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. I'm not a fan. The away kit though.
Away kit is okay. I'm going to give
bad.
it. I'm going to give the away kit a 6.5.
Hold on.
It's just because it's on Tisserand and he's standing next to a pool.
I was
That's
gonna
giving it
say-
nice
Is that a
aesthetic.
swimming pool with futsal shoes on? Is that futsal shoes as well? Or
No, they're boots.
Also in the fucking Sahara Desert.
Yeah,
was gonna
why
say-
is there a swimming pool in the Sahara Desert, bro?
No.
Where is this guy, bro?
Bro, this looks like
Is he in Abu Dhabi?
This looks
He did
like
play in Saudi, didn't he?
This looks like it's at fucking where all the rich people stay on the outskirts of Coachella.
Maybe he's at Coachella, bro.
Maybe I'm getting sort of thrown off by how mad the scenery is, but the kit looks all right.
Hey, he went to Coachella. This is what he did. He went to Coachella in his full playing kit.
Pretty much.
This is day 3 of the festival, and he thought, fuck it. He goes, hey, babe, can you take a photo of me in the kit? Let me put my boots on. And then he's gone club admin. Hey, yo, check me at Coachella. And they've used it in their marketing.
Next, Nicky, please.
That is the worst goalkeeping kit in the league.
I'm not even going to comment on that. And what the hell is this?
What?
That
Are
is
they in the cinemas, bro?
That is...
Hey, you know what's funny? The funniest thing about this whole thing is like the creativity around where to take these photos. What is the relevance of any of these things?
Red seats.
Is that it, you think?
What else?
I'm going to be straight here, boys.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, Jakey. Rash, out of 10, please.
I actually don't mind it. It's funny enough. 6.5.
Jakey?
Okay, so the sponsor is like, I've gone to an 8-year-old and said, hey, man, what do you reckon we do with this and what size riding? But outside of that, it's potentially right up there with the best kit in the league.
What?
It's just way too much going on, bro. Way too many...
Bro, this is a 5 at best.
Oh, really?
The red lines going through the A-League.
It reminds me of Arsenal. That's why I fuck with it.
Oh, no. What have they done with those random red lines through the middle? It would have looked so much better if it was plain white with a red trim.
Do they have a collar on this as well?
Yes.
Do you know what they've gone? Let's fucking do everything possible to this kit. Let's put everything on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
hold some fucking roses.
Bro, that sponsor is 3/4 of the top.
Yeah, sorry. Not a fan. Okay. Rash?
Yeah, not bad, man. What are you going to do with yellow and black?
Yeah.
Honestly, but 7.5. It's one of their better ones, I reckon.
The sponsor just looks like I don't know.
I like the detail on it, the little silver.
It's actually Maori stuff. Maori,
I like that, man.
Is it?
I like that.
Maori graphics.
I'm going to go with... I don't like it. I'm going to go 5.
I'll go a 7. I think, like Rash said, you can't really do much. Wellington Phoenix Adidas is always going to be class, but this looks pretty decent in my opinion.
I think it would have looked better with black shoulders.
They've just taken that at an Airbnb.
What the...
That's odd.
Okay.
Oppo, my mum has an Oppo phone.
What?
And that's a weird fact.
What's Oppo?
Exactly.
Good point. All right.
Just move the coffee in the middle of that shot, yeah?
Right, that'll do us for the kits. I think all in all, Auckland took the cake. In everyone's opinion, probably.
Yeah, Auckland, or who was the other one that I said? Oh, the away kit for City.
The black.
Yeah,
The away kit for Melbourne City.
It's very hard to fuck up a black kit.
Nah,
Can we go back
but
to
it's the
Tisserand?
detail of gold and white.
Go
on
down,
that one.
Nick.
Hey, bro.
What the fuck does this have to do with Sydney? Unless this is somewhere in Sydney we don't know about.
But is that the icebergs? I don't know.
But no way, Jake. Look at the background.
Yeah, the photo on the right looks like he's in Istanbul.
Right, that'll do us for the kits. It is time for...
Hold on, sorry. Before we jump into that, I've got one more thing.
We need to put money in the car.
Just to see if we... Oh, yeah, true. Just to see if we find this interesting, right? Because Jake mentioned it before. I found a list of the average age of the current A-League teams.
Yep.
The oldest is MacArthur, 26.1 years. Second oldest, Auckland FC, 25.9. Western Sydney, 25.3. Perth Glory, 25.1. Melbourne Victory, 24.8. Wellington Phoenix, 24.8. Newcastle Jets, 24.3. Brisbane Roar, 24.5. Melbourne City, 23.6. Adelaide United, 23.5. Sydney FC at second, 23.3. And Central Coast Mariners, 23. So you were right, Jake, with would you say half their squad is around 15, 16 years old?
Jake knows a little bit about the A-League.
So Sydney FC, if they do well this year, also with one of the youngest squads, is incredible. I reckon they will as well.
Well, it's if they do, it's not like, my God, in my opinion as well, because every team's young.
It's time for...
Amateur Agent.
Sponsored by...
Nobody.
Today.
No one. Now, guys, we got in a lot. This is probably the most voice notes we've ever got in. So I did have to go through very quickly, like 10 minutes ago, and just try to mainly keep it A-League related because that's what we're doing this ep.
I am in a green stream with your strategy for anyone's at a decent time limit to double speed.
Well, yeah, Rash doesn't like it, and some viewers...
I get some viewers, though, have come on your side with that. Pause.
Have they? Oh, I've had...
Rebrand that.
I had someone say, stop doing the fucking Malacca 2 times
All right,
speed.
let's go slow then. Fuck it.
You know what? We'll go
sorry to the guy who
0.5.
commented on YouTube. Yeah.
The Malacca 2 times speed. You put any like slur, Greek slur in front of anything or around anything, it sounds funny.
All right, this is from our good mate Falcon at SC Halos.
Hey, shout out.
This is not about the A-League, but it was a good question.
Fellas, Falcon from SC Hellos here. Hope you're having a beautiful day.
Who's Falcon?
Look, this one's for Jake.
You know
Lord.
Falks. Harry, the main guy from SC Halos.
Right.
And he's
Gav,
directed his
I want you
question
guys
him
to
as well.
figure out the 3 best players you've versed each. If we were to put the 3 teams of 3 players each into a mini tournament against each other, who do you think would have the best 3 players? Which team do you think would win, I should say? So would it be Gav's 3 best players he's versed? Would it be Jake's? Would it be Lord's? Jerogba, feel free to join in, brother.
I will.
I'm sure you played with some absolute ballers. And I'm sure you're going to play with some absolute ballers very soon. Love your work, lads. Have a wonderful evening.
Love you, Falks. Thanks, mate.
Shout out Felks, brother.
Best 3 players you've versed in a
First.
He said versed, didn't he? In a mini team that would have to go up against Jake's and Gav's.
Versed. Okay.
Like just names?
Yeah.
I will say Nakamura.
Yep.
Actually, Rashid's is fucking going to be unbelievable, bro. His
Yeah.
preseason games.
Yeah.
I just forgot about them. Shunsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Please, Naka.
What's his name from Juve? Forgot his name now.
Dybala.
Dybala.
Wow.
Who was at Atletico?
The last one, I need a defender or a defensive-minded
You didn't
player.
play against Caltech.
Did you play against De Paul?
No, maybe Partey?
Did you play against Griezmann?
No,
watch that
Thiago was there, bro. Thiago was there. The
Don't know who Partey is. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, Partey.
Yeah, keep going.
No good.
no
he's
good.
got a case.
Oh,
I wouldn't choose him for my team if I were you.
he can't play, man.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
he's-
yeah,
He
he
can't
definitely,
play on our team.
he definitely
brother,
can't,
so-
bro. He's in cuffs.
Okay, so Dybala, Nakamura.
Nakamura, not Partey.
Okay. Do you have a player? Quick, boys. We got to move through these.
Fuck, bro. You start yours.
I'll
Let me
go
have a think for a
Harry
second.
Kewell, Del Piero, Robbie Fowler.
Nice. That's a good
Just
team.
have one defender, bro. He's going to get
It's
fucked.
3v3, bro.
He's gonna
Three.
get fucked.
Doesn't matter.
3v3, bro.
Doesn't
None
matter.
of them can defend.
We'll win 16-15.
Yep.
Yep.
Jake
And
can
Gavin, someone from Argentina, someone from Argentina, someone from Argentina.
And Felipe Melo.
Yeah, my I can't remember my list. Oh, I'll put Mathieu Del Pierre in there because I think he's the best next to Brian Keltak.
For me, it's got to be Curtis Good, grade 5 versus grade 6.
Who, by the way, Curtis Good, grade 5, grade 6, was the greatest player I've ever seen in my life.
No, literally he was.
I was pretty good at that age. That guy flicked the ball over my head and lobbed the goalkeeper in a state team trials. I told his mum the other day, I go, who the fuck's this kid with blonde tips?
He was unreal.
He was miles ahead at 12.
Oh fuck! I didn't put Del Pierre in. I feel disrespectful now. Sorry, man. If you listen to the pod,
Yeah, sorry, bro. Sorry,
Ryan Scott, Sherbrooke versus Knox United. He was class. And
Nor could be in yours.
I feel like, Jerome, you're going to play in charity games in the coming years and you'll play against the best players you've played against.
probably, yeah.
That's
True.
when your
But it's a good game.
Your list will grow then.
I think Jake's team is very strong, but also
I think Rashid's actually played against better players.
Yeah, I just can't remember.
Generally speaking.
This is from Zico, who I think is a Petroni.
Hey, fellas. With the introduction of the Australian Championship, are we about to see it become socially unacceptable to support 2 teams? What I mean is, all these championship teams are NPL sides at the end of the day. And for a long time, you would support maybe your NPL side like Heidelberg, and then you'd support an A-League team like Melbourne Victory. I know there's a lot of NSL super fans out here who just want to see everything or anything A-League related just burn. But most people kind of have two sides, right? But with the Australian Championship obviously slowly closing that gap, will we start to see these teams draw even more supporters away from A-League teams? And is that maybe the intention? Is that maybe a good thing? I don't know, but
That's a brilliant question, Zeke.
Great.
I think it's an obvious answer. I think you go for two teams, bro, because the Oz Championship, there's no path to the top, so they're completely separate.
At this stage.
It's not like going for Grimsby Town in League 2 in the UK and going for Arsenal, because they can that is in the same structure.
What do you do if they play each other in the Oz Cup?
That's the only chance, and that is what % chance is that going to happen? So I think you have to support two teams. You have to pick a team in the championship.
I think. You go, Ray. You go. What's happened is a lot of casual A-League fans have probably found it easier and more local to go to NPL games, and it's less of a quote unquote effort, and they can just rock up and just whatever. I feel like that's happened a lot. Like a lot of casual A-League fans would have started going to NPL games because of the magnitude of the fixtures and how many numbers they're pulling in. So I think it's fine to support two, to be honest. Unless promo and relegation comes in, then obviously it'll get a bit tricky, but I think it's fine to support two, man. Unless you're like a diehard active of one of the groups and you don't want to be involved with anyone else.
Yeah, I think I agree. At the moment, it doesn't really make sense, but it's going to be interesting if it gets to the point where they're in the same league. I will say, in terms of supporting two teams or not, I put up a poll before on my Instagram story. Western United fans, will you support a new team or stop going to football altogether? 70% said they'll support a new team. 30% said they're going to stop going to football altogether.
That's crazy.
Damn.
So that's 30 plastic fans. I think also right now, by the book, 2 years after the championship, it's done. So, like, if you're going to go for one of those teams, then you're going to go back to watching state league football.
This is from 2 laughing emojis.
G'day, boys. Long time listener, first time caller.
Jesus. This is Wolf Creek.
I just want to know what you guys reckon is the best pre-season routine. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Bro, that's penetrating my head. I might start to use the whisper in the mic technique. I like that. Best pre-season routine. I would say, honestly, man, if I was a coach, bro, I would go old school on the players. Like, first week, bro, we're coming in and you're doing a fucking massive gut run, bro. And you're going to show me what you've been doing.
What are you going to show you? Okay, yeah. What would you do?
6-week preseason tops, 5 to 7 games, 3-week hard running block, 3-week football block, 1 week taper off.
Well done, Jakey. This one is from Will Molers, and I believe this is a very interesting question because I've looked at it already. Love this.
Hey lads, what's up? This is Will, originally from Sydney, now living in Berlin a long time. Massive Union Berlin fan. That's my team.
Union Berlin.
Yeah. So if any of you lads ever make it over to Berlin, let me know.
Fucking hell, too late.
Maybe try and hook you up with some tickets.
It was just there.
To my question. Do you boys think Australian football right now is missing an overarching, almost messianic, like Jesus Christ-like figure who brings everyone together?
Yes.
It's good at laying a message and has just a clear goal. And I'm thinking particularly because, I'm 38. So for me, a lot of my childhood was very heavily influenced by not just Les Murray, but of course the great Johnny Warren. And I had to think of his phrase. I think it's originally from the 80s, but I'm not sure. Where he said, when are we going to stop talking about just qualifying for the World Cup? When are we going to talk about winning the World Cup? And like he had this unbridled optimism, whether or not he privately thought that, who knows, but like in public, to be like, of course we can be the biggest game. Of course we should be. This is the world game. And is that kind of vibe? I don't know. Maybe I've been living here over too long, although I follow you boys, a lot of other boys, like, of course, the legendary Eli Menjem. Like, are we missing someone like that? More at administrative or like a local media level. And I guess maybe the follow-up question could maybe you boys fill that gap?
Will, brilliant question. Rash, I already know what Rash's answer is.
My name is Lord Mahazi.
Yeah, so we actually spoke about two of these topics. The first one was Rash was very pissed off that people were saying that we can't be the biggest sport in the country, and he thinks that we're too pessimistic about it. So he agrees with you on that one. I'm talking for you here.
Yeah,
And-
no, but we did speak about this as well. We said we needed a dictator.
You literally did say. Now, whether it's
Psychopathic dictator.
whether it's like a Messiah-esque character or a dictator, a lot of other footballing countries in the world have one or two people that they look at like God.
Yeah, my biggest issue, if you look at all the great players that have played for countries around the world, they give back to the game in one way or another. Where the fuck is our golden generation, bro?
Yeah, I think that's a massive
Why
issue
isn't Harry
for us.
Kewell in the Federation? Why isn't Mark Schwartz in the Federation? Why isn't Mark Viduka? Where the hell is Lucas Neal? Why is Tim Cahill coaching in Qatari academies? Where is Bresciano? Where is Grella?
I can answer that.
We need these guys.
Money.
Yeah, money, of course. Yeah, I know. Like, I know they're living a life and they're doing their own thing and they played in Europe and a lot of them are over there, but they need to be involved in all major decisions when it comes to national team football for Australia.
But I would say still within that, there's one key person, a leader, that's able to sell them that story. Because right now they may come in for, and some of them did come in for periods, and I think they get disenchanted with what's happening at the Federation or what's happening at the local
they've
level.
all
They're
fallen out.
So they do it for a period and then they, not all of them, but some of them have done it for a period and then they lose interest. Why do they lose interest? Because there's not that leader there that brings everyone together and sells everyone the narrative like this is what we're going to do and actually puts the actions in to prove that it's going to happen. You know?
John Aloisi's done the most out of that golden generation, in my opinion.
Yeah, like I'm talking, but it's not their. I'm not saying it's their fault, but I'm saying I'm
You're
more
right.
talking. I'm more talking to like the Football Australia's here of like, why are you guys not doing all you can to bring them in, to give them the voice, to give them the united front that they are a part of what we're doing, and having them heavily like the front of what you
could
guys
almost, and I don't know
portray.
if they've ever done this. You could almost do a campaign to get the nation behind bringing those individuals in.
Yeah. Well, like just imagine, right, the Oz Championship, which is a Football Australia comp, you would have, imagine if you had Mark Schwarzer, Mark Viduka, or like a Socceroo that played for South Melbourne, a Socceroo that played for Marconi, that was a legend. As like they're at the opening press conference of the tournament. They're at the opening games. Like those type of
Bro,
things.
could you imagine this as a media series, bro, of getting these players back into the Federation and the story of, like, have you seen that Nike ad where like they go and find Neymar stops playing, they go and find him in freaking Brazil somewhere and he's playing local football on the street and shit. Like you go to, who is it that's runs a cafe in freaking Serbia or
Viduka,
something?
Croatia.
Croatia. You go over there and you're selling him the story in the damn cafe and you get him down here.
The point of him running a cafe in Croatia is purely because he doesn't want to be here.
Yeah, which I understand, bro. But like he would come back from Melbourne Knights if they were in the Oz Championship and do something.
Put it this way, I'm not going to say on camera because I want half of them have guessed, but there's a lot of reasons why those players won't come back here. And I'll
honestly,
tell you.
whatever happened with Lucas Neal, man, must have been
I'll
like
tell you
real
later.
spicy, bro, because
This is from Wacko, another big Buddha.
Yeah, do you guys know the diagnosis of ballitis typically for the A-League? Because my main team is Adelaide United. However, I just love watching every A-League game possible.
Got a severe case.
Yeah, I don't know what I've got there. But my main concern is also if Jay can answer or if he knows any insight about Adelaide United. I'm a bit worried because of the new management, and we've made some signings, I guess, none that really stand out or are significant. Having Goodwin's back, but I don't think Goodwin's going to be enough to carry the team, considering we lost the other Goodwin to the MLS. Where do you guys think Adelaide United will be this season?
Wacko, there's no cure, bro. So just deal with the.
I don't think that's. Do we class? I don't class watching A-League every week as ballitis.
No. Every game.
Bro, I can Wacko,
every
bro.
game. Okay.
Wacko,
All
bro.
six- all
you've
six
got
over the week.
Serious case, bro.
Okay,
And I love you for it, man, but there's no cure for you.
Adelaide, I don't know any inside news, but just from the outside, it screams Stephen Mork leaving mid-season, your captain. It screams financially short of a penny.
This is from. Well, that's exactly right. Thank you.
Suited and booted. Love your work, boys. Potty's been unreal lately. I am a diehard Western Sydney Wanderers fan. I'm going to remain anonymous, though, this time. Not sure how to feel about the coming season. We've got a front three strike pairing of the KKK. I'm talking Qual, Krayev, and Costa Barbarouses, which isn't too bad. Got to fit Borello in there too. I'm hoping that Dylan Cicluna can come back from his ACL injury. He was an animal last season. And I think we've kept a fairly good spine. But on to bigger and better news. Round 4, all Western Sydney Wanderers fans, get your ass to Adelaide. We're doing the RBB Tour of Duty, Adelaide away. It's Friday night, the 7th of November. Jakey, if you're in this week, I want to know the best spots in Adelaide for post-game. I'm talking the best feed, the best rippers, the best nightclubs, because I hear Adelaide isn't that great of a place. But nonetheless, I'm fucking pumped. So
shout out to the RBB. Shout out to Western Sydney Wanderers. I love that. Tour of Duty, Adelaide, big game.
I was just about to say, man, I haven't lived in Adelaide for 13 years, so I probably couldn't recommend restaurants. But then you went onto the rippers in the dark alleys, and there's a reason why I only played 19 games there and was injured severely. So that, my friend, I can give you a full plethora of a menu, and maybe even your tour guide myself.
Just DM Jake.
Yeah.
Put it that way. But that's awesome. Love that from the RBB, man. This is from...
If you want trouble, go to Hindley Street.
Hindley. There you go. Not to be confused with Hindmarsh.
Yeah, in fact, true story. I went to a strippers on a Tuesday. I went to a dinner on a Tuesday night with 4 30-year-old players, and we got absolutely blind. This is in pre-season, and somehow we ended up at the strippers till 4 a.m., rocked up to training the next day, thinking, fuck, I hope no one knows. The coach goes, I know some of my players last night were at the strippers, I know.
That was Josip Gombau, by the way.
And he goes, and I like it. Together, everyone.
You didn't know he was going to say that second part.
No, I've heard that.
Yeah, you've heard. I've said it on the video. But he said
that.
together. And I'm thinking, thank fuck for that, bro, because I was the young guy.
Anyway, Josip, keen to come next time?
All right. Together, everyone.
Hey, boys, how are we? Looking forward to the A-League season. I'll be asking both about questions about Melbourne Victory and Newcastle. So first at Newcastle. As you guys said, a lot of these guys on their second and third chances. With them winning the Australian Cup, do you reckon they have odds on potentially making the finals this season? Maybe even pulling an upset, doing something interesting this season? Maybe whatever their home ground is, Hunter Stadium, I think it is, becoming a potential fortress for Newcastle. And for Melbourne Victory, we see their side is really stacked. We've got a really strong midfield, I believe a really strong defence. Wingers are stacked.
We sort of spoke about that, I guess, in the the previews. But yeah, I think we've got a few left, and we still got to do the ladders.
I think just quickly, I think there's probably 2 teams you can definitely draw a line through that can't make finals, and I don't think you can say Newcastle's one of them. And yes to your victory point.
You mean you can't draw a line through them saying they're not going to make finals?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a chance.
I think they're a chance on finals.
I think there's only a couple of teams.
And victory strong.
Yeah.
Where are we in this? Another anonymous.
Hey boys, love the pod. Just want to give you a special shout out for the way you've promoted the local league, especially here in Victoria, because when you guys are talking about NPL teams like South Melbourne and Oakley Cannons, who I used to play against, it just sort of brings back the nostalgia of playing football. And because of that, I'm actually starting outdoor again next year.
Come on.
Get in, lads. Shout out Billy Damianos.
Guys to thank for that. But yeah, going back to the A-League, I just want to, I've been a Melbourne Victory member since season 2, and obviously I love the Victory, and I always support them. But the thing I find incredibly frustrating, especially this day and age, it's gotten worse, is the lack of advertisement leading up to the season. Like, we're 2 weeks out, and I've not seen one commercial on TV, not heard one commercial on radio. You don't see it on social media promoting that the league's starting soon. How are people meant to know that the league's about to start? What? And, even like Victory again, this off-season, they've played a few practice matches, and they promote the practice matches on their social media page, and fans are asking for live streams, and every single time there always seems to be no live stream. Yep. And, like, our team looks good on paper, but coming 2 weeks out, the only time I've sort of watched them this off-season is that one game in the Australian Cup where they lost. So, I've got no idea what to expect leading up to the season, which is disappointing. And, it's hard to get excited for the upcoming season. So.
Beautiful point.
It's like he knew what we spoke about in the last pod.
Yeah.
We had a massive conversation about this, Rash, especially to Rash's point.
And I had a lot of people message me after that saying they agreed with me, by the way.
Yeah. Well, you're right, bro. And it comes back to my point of still images of action items of the clubs, where they're at and what they're doing. Does not sort of float at all. You need to rock the boat and have video footage content running throughout trainings, throughout games. Man, every game they play, if it's not on Stan or Sky in England, I can be a member on their website and I can watch them train in the US.
This is from aspiring digital marketer.
But sorry, I do want to just hammer home the point there, which is I don't want to go around in circles, but we spoke about it last week. I think maybe the concern is like access to players and coaches and getting them to be entertaining, and the how difficult that is to achieve. I understand if you're a media team of an A-League team trying to get players or coaches to be entertaining, or try to do high budget stuff where you're live streaming games and all this stuff. I understand all that stuff can be difficult, but my point would be that I would focus a lot of stuff around not necessarily the players and the coaches. There's a lot of stuff that you could do back of house, the kit man, the other people working at the club, the administrators, the CEO. What are the fans doing? Where are the like when they're watching them when they're watching games in pubs? The fan stories. There's so many things that are happening around the club. The groundsman.
Sorry, I'm hot as fuck.
Oh,
sorry. Yeah, keep going.
The groundsman. Like there's so many things that are happening in and around the club that are not just the players and coaches, which I understand the limitations around that, but I think it's time to get more creative,
Aspiring digital marketer.
Boys, just want to get your quick thoughts on, I guess, the A-League and A-League clubs content strategy.
Okay.
Fucking hell, man.
There you go.
Are these guys listening to the pods?
Have they heard the pod, maybe? They've heard the pod.
Yeah, so maybe it's a pickup of the debate you guys had.
This was 22 hours ago, so they wouldn't have.
Let's play it.
And strategy and,
we can send them back to last week.
Digital media strategy. Do you think the league and clubs, I guess, have failed in creating a good strategy for digital media? I think Brisbane Roar this year are doing quite well because obviously they've got Joseph Esposito or Jacob Esposito, who was at the A-League, who's come into Brisbane and I think done a good job. But if I look at NRL clubs and what they do, I think there's a lot of content that the NRL teams do, whether it be through video, graphics, just, the digital presence is amazing. I think it's led a lot of people who are not NRL fans to become NRL fans, just because the way they're able to humanize the athletes and create a connection to the club, create a connection to the players. It's done really well, and it's something that I think is poorly done with A-League teams.
Let's send it back to last week, bro.
Yeah. One last thing that I was going to say. The Basetto skit, bro. How much good attention has that got for Newcastle and him from doing that little thing with us?
I've got a quick explanation for the NRL thing. First of all, NRL athletes are just funnier than A-League athletes. It's just the thing.
It's culturally.
Culturally, they're just more loose. They're just loose units.
It's appropriated too.
Yeah. They're just loose units, bro. Like, if you look at the NRL players, they're all just fucking, and I mean this in a complimentary way, they're clowns. They just fuck around. They bring big speakers to the games. They've got personality.
They're entertaining.
They're entertaining. Yeah. A-League players are either told to shut up and don't do too much media and don't do too much this, and then also they may just be, I guess, quieter. I don't.
Do you know who Buzz Rossfield is? You guys?
No.
So he's like, I would say he's got to be. How old would Buzz Rossfield be? Yeah, like he's old, and he's a bit of a older journo, let's say. Yeah, this guy, right? Yeah. How old is he? 67,
I've
right?
never seen him
So
in my
he's
life.
quite funny because he's been around the game a long time, and he's quite critical of a lot of players. Brisbane Broncos, when they won on the weekend, 2 of them went live absolutely off their head going, send me Buzz Rossfield's number, the lemon. Send me his number, mate. I'm giving him a fucking call, that fucking potato. and the main shows played it and were laughing at it.
Yeah,
So
that would never happen.
That wouldn't happen. Just to
We can't compete on that front because that's not the branding of the A-League.
Yeah, I would say to the guy, go back to the amateur agents segment of last week's ep, and you'll have all that discussion we raised.
This one's from Cooper.
Hey boys, love the pod. I'm an Adelaide United fan and I'm really worried about this season. 3-0 loss to Victory in Mildura. It's not looking good. We got Goodwin back, signed a few players, but still I think there's some underlying issues at the team and yeah, not looking forward to this season. Cheers.
Yeah, man. A lot of Adelaide fans are not excited for the season coming up.
Jake, from your perspective, former player of Adelaide, where are they looking like they're at?
They're in trouble, bro. They're in big trouble. They need. Do you know what? What will bail them out is they need a good coach.
This is from Once Upon a Tracksuit.
What's that?
This is from.
He's done a beach volleyball simple.
This is from Once Upon a Tracksuit.
Okay. Yep. Why did you say that?
Yo, suited and booted. It's Once Upon a Tracksuit.
My man.
Very nice to meet you lads on the weekend. 3 genuine fellas, mate. It's good to see some football heads like you getting around talking the real stuff. And you are talking the real stuff. Such a stuff as, is the A-League cool? No. I don't think it is either. And that could be improved upon. So what am I doing this season, mate? I'm supporting my boys and girls who've been wearing green and black. I'll be getting the Perth games away, women's for sure, because of Julia Sardo. The boys in the sunny estates, you lads, I'll be coming to see yous. Yous know. You know it's coming. Derby days. It's time to go check out the derbies. And in appropriate colours, of course. Some of these states are a bit hot for tracksuits, but that's where keeper jerseys are handy, man. The colours are all different across that. So I'll be flying some A-League colours. I'll be diving deep into the championship and I'll be coming to games. But the first game up for Once Upon a Tracksuit is probably where I've had the best reception to date, and that's in Gosford. I look forward to going up, meeting my mate Marty Mariner and some of those legends who were willing to talk to me when I started at the start of this journey. Bit hot in Gosford though, man. No tracksuits, man, but there's good dudes up there. Peace.
Thanks, Nilo. Appreciate that, man. It's good to see how passionate you are about the game here.
Thanks, my brother. It was nice to meet you as well.
Nice to meet you, bro.
bro.
This is from Scott.
You're leading the line for us, making it cool.
Facts.
Hey guys, so I'm just wondering, as an Adelaide United fan, what do you guys think about all the changes to the manager and all the...
Sorry, Scotty. I feel like...
We've done it.
Yeah. The questions there, so we'll
You're fucked.
Covered that.
Oh, that's telling. That's telling though. We've got a few questions about Adelaide.
Yeah, well, because they were 3-0 down at half time to Victory. I get the concern. I get the direction of the club's interesting, but you guys got to understand, you are the biggest export club going around the country. You have the most players in the Australian under-20 setup, in the allllll setup. You're doing something well, but your priority is not to win the A-League, clearly.
This is from Alex. Sorry, Scotty, but yeah, it's very similar to the other ones.
Sup, boys? I'm currently working at Macca's right now. I'm not sure if I should be doing.
I know those beeps.
I can
when
hear those beeps, bro. Shout out,
oh my God.
Macca's.
Hey, what Macca's does he work at? Let us know.
What a legend.
Is it in Vic?
Bro, I've just had PTSD.
I want Macca's now so
the
bad.
noises.
Do you want to get Macca's after this?
I should be in the kitchen, but never mind. I've got a quick question for you. Who is going to be the surprise team of this season?
MacArthur.
For me, I reckon it's going to be Newcastle or Perth. Have a good... Cheers.
Thanks, Alex.
Yeah, Jake stole mine. I would say MacArthur as well.
MacArthur for me.
Would be nice to see Brisbane be that.
Yeah.
They have maybe enough. Perth could... Actually, no, Perth, bro.
I don't think so.
Perth. No, I think Perth could be up there. But Perth, I'm expecting to be in the finals.
And I am predicting some shock results from Newcastle, some upsets to big teams.
This is from Anonymous. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to move through all the questions.
Hello, guys. What do you think A-League clubs can do better to reconnect with casual fans?
Thank you, brother. I think a key thing, I've always said this, is play in smaller stadiums and it'll make everything better.
Yeah, I looked at Brisbane Roar's capacity the other day, 52,000. I looked at a quote from Isaias today that said, one mata told me the best stadium to play at in the A-League was Cooper's. It has the best grass and the best atmosphere.
Yeah.
And that's 15,000.
I've been saying that. Cooper's is awesome.
Yeah.
Is that are you saying to reconnect with the casual fan? That's the...
I think the casual fan...
I'll tell you why. Sorry, Jakey.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. If you see packed stadiums and good atmospheres, especially on TV, it makes you want to go.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that is one of the biggest selling points. And I was speaking to a person very high up in the media world here. I'm not going to say who it was, but we were talking about how good this year's Oz Cup final was because it was at a small venue compared to last year's. And
what about food? Do we think food plays a part in, like, for example, if you can get to a game, because for me, to go to an NPL game and you can get a SUV or something like that.
You know why it doesn't work at A-League games?
Why?
Because the whole point of the A-League is they didn't want to make it a...
ethnic.
Yeah, and I think...
But if you have different types.
If you have different types, maybe, but if you just have like souvlaki's and that's the main thing at an A-League game, I just feel like they're just catering to what does everyone like? Chips, hot dogs, and fucking nuggets.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, bro. But like when I go to fucking Amy Park and I get that box, I feel significantly more pissed off than when I.
Look, this sentence seems so easy to fix the competition on that front, and a lot of people have said it, but it must be hard to do. But you will pay less by playing in a smaller stadium, and you will have a better atmosphere.
Yeah,
and I don't know why
trucks.
anyone does it. The only teams that I can kind of comprehend that don't move from the biggest stadium is Amy, and Sydney FC can fill out
For
theirs.
victory.
Yeah, Melbourne City probably need another strategy, but it's logical for everyone else around the competition. Perth play in an okay sized stadium.
Yep.
Brisbane's is too big. Wellington's is too big.
Yep.
Auckland's they're filling it out.
Yep.
Central Coast is too big. Newcastle, it's probably the best fit in their arena. But there's a few teams that need to lower the horizon.
And I think also one last point on that is the disengagement from the community activities. I think they've dropped off for some clubs, not all clubs. I know some clubs do it still, but they've dropped off. Yeah, I can understand that.
I'm telling you, the reason we are only seeing football-related shit from clubs is because a lot of them, and we have this on Intel, a lot of them have said, mate, we got to focus purely on the football side of things because A, we don't have money for the other shit, and B, like it's the only thing that may keep us afloat is like selling players or whatever.
Wait. No, do you understand what I'm saying? Like community visits, players going out.
Yeah.
Visits.
I know, but it's
like
happening less.
Melbourne City's doing that every week with the
like what Melbourne City's doing.
Trophy tour.
Yeah, exactly.
This is from Harry, who I believe is a Western United fan.
Lads, where do you think Western United's going to finish? I'm putting them for a top 6. But in all seriousness, I've seen fuck all advertising for the A-League season. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but like, it's been fucking piss poor this year.
When was that sent, bro?
Bro, these are before the pods.
Bro. That's incredible.
21 hours ago, we dropped the pod.
Are we going to... I'm not even going to say because this episode's been shot.
Yeah.
Let's say after.
This is from Ishan. My boy, I went on his podcast.
Right, something that I think has gone really, really under the cover and no one's really talked about. What happened to the A-League Inside Access? I feel like that was a great addition. I think they started in 2022 or 2023. Yeah, that was really enjoyable, man. I remember, when PK was here, they kind of followed him around pre-game, just watching him do his thing at Brunetti's, preparing for the next game, like things like that, man. I really want them to bring that back. I don't know why they got rid of it in the first place. What do you guys think?
First of all, Jake, it's already scheduled. Secondly,
my guy,
that Inside Access was class. Why? Because there were storylines. And I said that in the last... that season was full of them. When they did it. But Jake, did that have something to do with Keep Up?
That's Keep Up, wasn't it?
So the money went?
Didn't they get 40 million? Yeah, it was 40 million.
Was it Keep Up Inside Access?
I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. But
$5 million episode.
I think it was Keep Up.
I don't know for sure. We probably should know, but fuck, I don't give a fuck.
But that is fantastic. Yeah, 100%. That's great media
That was
stuff.
class.
But obviously, if that was keep up, it obviously didn't return what they needed.
They
it to
could have given
return.
us 5% to do the same thing.
But what
They
I will
still can.
What I will say is, I'm going to be honest. That was the only A-League content I willingly watched.
Yes, bro.
Like
True.
I would go home and be like, "Oh, is there a new episode?" and click on it.
Yes,
And one of the
bro.
best clips
True.
one of the best clips that they dropped that season, which will always follow this guy, and it's exactly what the league needed, is when Charlie Austin came in.
Yes.
And went and had a go at Connor Chapman.
Yep.
For not shooting the ball out. And they just had a fucking massive argument. Then you've got Ninkovic going into the Sydney FC change rooms to shake hands with his old teammates, and Korikos going, get the fuck out.
Was the Jamison one the other day where he was yelling?
Yeah, Andy Bennell.
Andy Bennell.
Hey, don't touch him. He's a kid. Don't
Jake-
touch him. He's a kid. Don't touch him. He's a kid.
Also, it's a bit funny, isn't it? If someone was backing you up and they said, and if I was backing you up in a fight and I said, don't touch him, he's a kid, would you feel pissed off?
Well, he was 18.
Yeah, but Andy Bennell was my old agent and owns a boxing gym. He's a trained assassin.
Yeah.
So,
No, but what a great scene, right? You're right.
Brilliant scene.
What was the other one?
Jason Cummings was an unbelievable episode.
Star.
Cum Dog.
Bro.
The Kisnorbo that he mentioned.
Kisnorbo was at a
pre-game.
local park with his assistant coach on a Sunday, pointing at fake mannequins.
Yeah, going, he's going to play here.
If he moves here, this guy's got to drop in.
Bro, bring back the weekly storylines, man, of just inside access.
And don't pay that much.
And just give it to
Again,
us.
we don't know for sure that was Keep Up's budget, but we're pretty sure.
No, it was Keep Up that did it.
That was good, man.
I Keep Up
Rash,
probably did a lot of other things as well.
See what I mean by that was high production.
But bro, it doesn't need to be high. One, it doesn't need to be high.
No, we liked it
production.
because it was high production.
Well,
No, I disagree.
Well,
It's a
I don't-
storyline that's
like,
interesting,
For
bro.
instance, if they say gave it to someone like us or any other creator, we wouldn't have the access to get the Charlie Austin and the Ninkovic stuff.
Oh, no way.
That was APL led, and that needs to be.
That's my point.
Yeah, that was cool, bro. You get that in the NRL. You get like access to change rooms. Brian Taylor in the AFL, roaming Brian, goes in after every game and just floats to the microphone and goes, "What are you eating there? Is that hot chips?" Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's
On your BT.
content.
This is from We Want Nor.
Oh, I love Nor.
Love Nor.
I got two things to say. First of all, anybody doubting Adelaide United this season, you're crazy. We got Craig Goodwin. We got the GOAT. And Juan Muniz, and I'm sure that's how you say his name, he is going to go off this season. So don't doubt us. We'll finish top 6 comfortably. Our defense will be a bit lacking, but we do have the best young centre-back in the league, Kikianis. So keep a watch out. And second thing, fuck off Melbourne victory.
Hey, man.
I tend to agree with all those points. You just got to see if it translates to results.
Have you guys seen much of that Tatu?
Lani Tatu. Yeah, he looks all right. But again, very young.
I haven't seen him.
This one's from Hustler, baby.
Yeah, of course. I just got a question for you lot. If you lot were the CEOs of the A-League, what would you lot do to make it a bit better? Let us know.
The first thing that I would do is I would behave. I would behave
like a dictator.
Like
Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
I have a dream that this league will be the greatest league since sliced bread has ever been. I believe we can get Del Piero back to playing in the A-League.
Del Prio
at the age of 48. Del Prio's great.
I believe we could get Del Prio. I believe we could get Kawasaki Mitsubishi back.
I will go to the MLS myself and I will get Lionel Messi to the A-League.
But you know what?
Mark my words.
In all seriousness, I would behave like Dana White, bro. I'd be on every podcast.
Business-wise, right?
I'd be fucking everywhere. I'd be loud as fuck. I'd be yelling everywhere.
Nice Rashid. I'd do a media tour, spot on.
Yeah, bro.
I would go to every club and go, why aren't you guys doing this?
Yeah, that wouldn't work
I
here.
would pitch you a media package of what you need to do.
Bro, we're in Australia.
I would also and the biggest problem is
what
he wouldn't last a week, bro.
Do you know what our competition needs? Is we need billionaires, bro. And we need billionaires that know they're going to lose money and that just love the game.
Yeah, but
they are here.
They're kind of they're not that easy.
Yeah, but you'll be surprised, man. There's more billionaires in Australia than people think, and just go find some fucking billionaires, bro.
This is from Peter K.
He solved the A-League's
Hey
problems.
boys, Peter here. Love the pod, doing a great job. Try to listen to it every week on the way to work or at work. Just got a question regarding NPL and the A-League. In a perfect world, if we ended up with promotion and relegation somehow, what would happen with the seasons aligning? Because currently, if an NPL team was to get promoted into the A-League, they would be having a couple months break and then going straight into it, and vice versa with the A-League. If they were to get relegated, would the A-League then come into the winter timetable that the NPL follows, or would the NPL have to go into the A-League summer timetable?
It would definitely be the NPL goes with the A-League.
Well, what about this, though? Can I ask you this question? The reason that we're in the summer, right, is because of the stadium access, correct?
Well, yeah, and everyone else is going to the other games.
NRL, AFL.
Dude, the
NRL.
average attendance in the AFL this year was like 50,000, bro. You're going to compete with that every week.
Can't.
Okay, so do you think that the attendance would be lower if we're...
I think so.
through
I
the
think so.
normal season?
And I think more to the point, Rashid, I think your point is the main one. And then secondly, the international windows, international football,
true,
all correlates with a summer season.
Yes, this is from Anonymous. We got 3 more.
Hey guys, big fan of yours. Saw you guys at the Oz Cup final and want to say hello, but you guys were doing your thing and recording and stuff. So
say hello, bro.
Huge Melbourne City fan, and I feel like coming into the season, I'm slightly worried, only because we're juggling both the ACL and the league, and I feel like compared to majority of the teams that will be competing for the top 4 places or competing for the league, I don't feel like we have necessarily the depth to compete with those other teams. Like Victory have strengthened really well, even though Sydney lost Costa. I think they've strengthened really well as well. Auckland, even though they lost their keeper, they still got their same squad. Brisbane and Newcastle have done their thing as well, so I'm kind of worried, but I'm also excited about some of the youth players that are coming into the team. Obviously you got Akeem Gerald. I know Wongi's out for a couple months because of his injury, but looking forward to seeing him playing. Nikovsky as well. Harry Shellington taking over from Talbot. So it's pretty exciting in terms of the youth coming to the side, but I don't feel like we have the experience necessarily to try and compete for a top 4. I think we'll just make it into the finals, but I don't think we'll do anything major this season. I think it's all about I think the youth just adapting to the system, to the senior squad, getting minutes under their belt, I guess. But on top of the ACR, I just feel like it's going to be pretty much of a struggle, and I don't feel like we've balanced it quite well.
That's a good point.
Thanks, brother. I will say, though, Jake, last year when Melbourne City had all those injuries to the senior Dons, who stepped up?
Yeah, the youngins. And they got, it was like 8 games in a row, they got points.
Yeah. So I think with Melbourne City's youngsters coming through, they have such a success rate with the players that I still think you guys will be fine because you still have the senior heads at the club, like the Naboos and the Leckies and so on and so forth. Kuhn as well. So you're obviously, yes, you've lost players, but these young players coming up are touted to be some of the best in the country. So they're not just random young players like they're Joeys. They're under 20s, whatever. So I think you guys will be all right, but I don't think you'll be as strong as last year.
I think to build on Jerome's point, this is what you wish for, right? You want Champions League, and that means you've done well. That means you've hit the nirvana of the A-League. So I wouldn't be too worried if you can't handle it. Let's remember Western Sydney Wanderers won the Asian Champions League whilst playing in the A-League. The hesitance around your young players shouldn't be as strong as other teams with the young players because you have the best academy in the whole competition. And you also, that academy plays the exact same style as the senior team.
Yep.
So when they come in, it's like they've been playing in the same system for a while, which is an advantage for those young players.
This is from second last one.
Hey boys, I'm just curious on your thoughts on in the A-League potentially a country round or rural round where whoever's home fixture is for that particular round, say it's Melbourne Victory versus Sydney. Melbourne Victory would play in Ballarat, say, to help boost the game in the country and that. Or if it was in New South Wales, maybe they'd even go to Griffith, or Brisbane might go to Townsville even. Just something cool to reach the game to some of those communities. Thank you. Love the pod.
Like it.
He's talking about within the season, right? Not pre-season.
yeah.
I think it's a good idea. I'm just also so hesitant to come up with new creative ideas when we're not doing other like the basic things properly.
Jake, they've done that before though. Sometimes.
I don't know.
Western United.
Western big time. Who I don't know. Did any team who was playing in Canberra a bit? Was it Central Coast maybe or someone?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think some of those teams could do a rural visit. It might not make sense for like a Gosford or a Newcastle. But why not? Pre-season definitely, and that's what Victory have done, to be fair.
I think pre-season's a good time to do it because you get the best of, well, I shouldn't say the best of both worlds, but you get the okay of both worlds.
Yeah, pre-season's definitely.
Because you still get numbers out to pre-season games, especially if they play like a big club like a Murray United or whatever.
Rashid, you played Atletico in Geelong, yeah?
Yeah, that was in Geelong, yeah.
What the fuck?
And then, as I said, Tasmania.
Can you believe that?
Tasmania was I think they did it a few years, not just when I was there.
Yeah. I played in Tasmania for Adelaide, actually.
This is the last one from Boran, and it's in a different language, but I understand it.
Samo prvin, sakam da počnem, sakam da rečuvam. Jaz sam big fan of Suited and Booted, but that's exactly right. Pa sega za question. Sakam da prašam za Lionel Messi. Jaz slušav golem rumor, beše prajše tax evasion. Možeš da elaboriraš na to. Hvala mnogo, thank you.
No problems, brother. Look, the situation with Messi and his tax evasion, there is a big rumor going around that he is tax evading.
Allegedly every big footballer in the world is tax evading.
Yeah.
And avoiding tax,
and every big business
minimizing
person as well.
tax is a good action.
Yep.
Legally.
Yep.
Yeah, I think any person that has a lot of money is probably trying to avoid paying as much tax as they possibly can while still being legal.
That was a Balkan language. I'm not sure which one.
That was one of the all-time voice memos we've ever had.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
But also, I'd say Messi's probably
tax
never...
evasion is not the word for tax evasion in whatever language you speak.
No, he said
it in English.
He said it in English.
Yeah, which is the point of he said two words in English.
Oh, yeah, and we knew what he was talking about. Yeah, he said Lionel Messi, tax evasion. That's all he said.
Yeah.
But also, do you think Messi's ever even looked at his tax?
Bro, he doesn't know what tax is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guinness tax.
Yeah, Guinness tax. Guinness tax?
No, tax is un bowl.
Huh? How good is your Spanish?
It's unbelievable.
Not bad.
Not bad? So how do you say do you say Jerome is starving and he considers going to McDonald's with Jake?
Cuz we're going?
Fuck Jake.
Rashid, do you want to come Macca's with us? Have some McChicken. Bro, you said McChicken was the best. Come on, bro.
You said McDonald's was the best burger in the world.
Fuck McDonald's, bro.
Fuck McDonald's,
bro.
You want to put on size, Malaka. You want to put on size.
Bro, fuck McDonald's.
You want to put on size. McChicken burger is the best burger.
I'm trying to get a deal.
2 sentences you've said.
When I said it was the best burger in the world, I probably should have caveated to that and said, I also do not recommend ever eating it.
Piss
He
off.
just fucked my deal.
Someone said on the last episode, Rashid saying McChicken burger is the best burger ever makes me just lose value for his food reviews.
Do you know what it is? McDonald's do everything right except the food for Rash.
Just having it there on the tray like a little kid.
You love their marketing. You love their setup. You love their...
Bro, as a business, they're genius, man.
Phenomenal business.
All right, we forgot...
And phenomenal burger, but never eat it.
We forgot to do this, but I'm going to thank you, everyone, for tuning in for that segment. But we forgot to do this, boys. Pull out your phones. Quick ladder prediction.
Shit.
I already know what I'm going to do.
Can I ask you guys a serious question? Would you take your children to McDonald's?
Yes.
How frequently? Whenever they want?
Once a month.
Once a week.
Yeah, after training 1 week, it's a little snack.
Guys, would you give them deals for that they can get McDonald's if they score goals and shit?
Yep.
Would you?
Yeah, remember, bro, I used to get a fucking McDonald's. I used to get a McDonald's
for the rest of their life.
I used to get a McDonald's voucher every 3 weeks with like sporting events. And then, Rashid, as you know, I lived on the same street as a Macca's as a kid. Hey,
excuse me,
Nick, can you put up the A-League teams, just like the ladder of last year or something, just so we can go through?
Absolutely great. So this is Premiership, right? Just a league table.
Premiership.
Do they not call it that?
No, it's Premiership. Oh, fuck. Oh, thank you, because I fully forgot.
Well, you forgot. You forgot. Okay.
You forgot your fucking undies.
Fuck you. So for the listeners at home, if you want to go put the kettle on, maybe set up a coffee or tea for yourself. Yep. Take your pants off, relax. Yep. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm done.
I'm done. Do you remember that?
This is just very
yeah, this is speed
slapped together. Yeah, it's very slapped together, I think. Nah, you can keep it in. They'll be fine.
They'd probably need some rest from our voices as well.
Yeah. What are we at now? Like 2:10. Okay, we'll finish it by 2:20.
Shit, a brick.
I can't believe I have to edit this. I mean, the team. Social media. Boom. Ba-da-da-da-da, boom. Ba-da-da-da-da, boom. Oh, I forgot a team. Let's slot them in at around there.
I'll probably forget a team as well.
All right, now I'm good. All right, Jakey, you finished?
Yeah, I'm just making sure I've got all my teams. Yep.
Okay, while Rash finishes his, Jake Barker Daesh, in order from 1st to 12th, your A-League ladder predictions, go.
I'm going so bold on who finishes top, but if they click, I see them doing extremely well. So I'm going Perth Glory to finish first. I'm going Melbourne Victory second.
Bro, sorry. Stop. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Perth Glory to finish top.
Look at their starting 11, bro. Look at their starting 11. Starting 11 on paper is unreal. You got a Socceroo striker. You got who potentially could be the best midfielder in the league in Amos. You got the best defender in the league in Brian Keltak. That's your spine.
Okay, it's your list.
I'm aware. Don't let me down, Perth. Melbourne Victory, second. Macarthur, third. Auckland, fourth. Western Sydney, fifth. Melbourne City to fight it out for the sixth spot with Sydney and Newcastle. So I've gone City to get the chocolates. Sydney, then Newcastle. Then I've gone Brisbane, Adelaide, Wellington, Central Coast.
Cool. Thank you very much. Jake, my list.
Rashid, what the fuck are you doing?
Rashid, A-League. It's an A-League list. This is my list for...
the Premiership.
Yeah, the Premiership. This is my list for the ladder predictions. I actually have really shit ball knowledge when it comes to the A-League. First, Auckland. Second, Sydney. Third, Victory. Monmouth. Fourth, Melbourne City. 5, Macarthur. 6, Newcastle. Just. 7th, Perth. 8th, Wanderers. 9th, Raw. 10th, Adelaide. 11th, Mariners. Bottom, Wellington. Fuck, they must think we hate Wellington up here.
Oh, they didn't win much last year, bro. It's facts.
Do you think Perth's going to win the league?
I reckon I might have the best list here out of everyone.
Oh, well, no, mine's
I've
good.
taken a real chance at Perth.
No, I think mine's better than yours. Yeah, keep going.
Up top, I've got Melbourne Victory. Arthur Dillis, shout out, man. You're a gun. And I think if they can get moving, they got the quality to win. Hey, I didn't have them up there, but they got the dog in them, man. Sydney FC second. I think they've recruited well. Always decent, but probably underperformed last year. I reckon they'll come back this year. Macarthur third. They've recruited really well. Melbourne City fourth. Bit of a drop off. Western Sydney Wanderers fifth. Perth sixth. Brian Keltak. Adelaide seventh. Newcastle Jets. Brisbane Roar, Wellington Phoenix, Central Coast.
Do we all have the same bottom three?
What did you guys have for bottom three?
Oh, did I have Brisbane, Central Coast? Wellington?
Adelaide, Mariners, Wellington.
I got Adelaide, Wellington, Mariners.
Oh, ball knowledge.
Okay. Oh, you've got Adelaide in the bottom three.
Yeah,
both of you.
I think Brisbane might shock a few people, bro. I think Volcanics going to have them trained well. They're not going to be as bad if that Chris Long gets going. But Newcastle got the fire. My list is calculated, bro. I'm happy.
The Perth is a crazy one, man, and
Perth you haven't seen.
Got great individual players.
Perth you haven't seen because they went in. They didn't qualify for the round of 32 of Oz Cup,
and none of the games are streamed.
They got the Wellington Phoenix captain as their centre back, Scott Wooten. They also have Lockie Wales, a championship player that will play on the right side of Taggart. Who else did they get? They've got Reece Bozanovsky, who was a championship player and played every game with Thurgate and was quality. Taggart's the best striker. You could argue he's the best striker in the league. I like what I've done, man.
I'm putting Newcastle as 6, man. I hope they fucking...
Oh, yeah, actually...
Come on, man.
1, 2 is... Newcastle's just outside my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did think Newcastle would get in the 6.
Just.
So my list is a bit stuffed up.
That's all right.
Nah, but my list is the best, and my list will be right.
Your list is wrong, bro.
Keep this as a record, guys.
Your list is wrong.
And
so
we'll
is
look back
Jake's.
at the end of the season.
And just as I said, Perth Glory are going to come top at the 24th of September. They lost 3-0 to Melbourne Victory.
And they've also just lost their A-League license.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Jake, that was a wild statement. I have the best list. Rash doesn't have our Jetters making the final, which is a fucking appalling.
Man, can we give one floater option?
Who do you want?
I want Newcastle, and I want to say like they could finish anywhere.
Okay. Who's your floater, Jake?
It's got to be Perth.
Mine's Brisbane Roar, because they could literally be in the top 6 or come last.
My floater is Sydney.
Ooh.
And I reckon if Brisbane Roar let Joey Esposito play up top, they'd finish in the top 6.
Just let him do everything and you'll be fine.
Yeah, they'd finish top 6.
Let him do everything. Pick where you play, the kit, fucking everything. He'll fucking sort it out.
He's the sickest cunt ever.
Yeah, we love that cunt. High key. Fucking
Esposito, brother.
Esposito. Right. That'll do us for our A-League episode. Stop fucking complaining we don't speak about A-League because we just did it for fucking 3 hours.
Yeah, and check our page right now for media on the A-League because this week is going to be filled on Suited and Booted with A-League promo, brother.
Yep. Pro A-League.
Wow. If that was going where I was going. Pro A-League.
Pro A-League propaganda.
Pro A-League propaganda. Let's
Suited
go.
and Booted, we out.